I hate when cameras act up.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dude.
I was on a shoot in December.
That's the fucking worst.
And it was so cold that basically everything on my camera stopped working.
Oh shit! It froze up.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell if I was actually recording or not because I would press the record button and nothing would happen, or I would go to stop recording and nothing would happen. So I was just completely in the dark. Like
Camera's like, now I'm done. I'm out.
What was worse was when I would go to turn the camera off, like I would click the power button and it would just stay on.
Your camera literally froze.
What is going on?
But then you've got to like. So Greg just popped in and said, "You turds."
Hey, Greg, what's going on?
He was
man?
lurking the fuck.
I told you, he's in the ether, man. He's
he was lurking, man.
Aram, I put the link to our commentary channel in the chat or whatever.
Okay, cool. Check it out.
Yeah, man. Like, so
is it open or is it kind of like you have your guys and your group and everything? Is it open or is it kind of like...
There's no closed anything.
No closed required.
You know what I mean? Like you know how Will does his thing, like he opens it up for people to just kind of.
We don't have a chat. No, that's a miscast thing. We don't infringe on copyright.
About?
No chat.
Oh, is the Zoom open?
No. We're talking about
for simplistic reviews.
Yeah, we're talking about doing commentaries.
Oh, he hasn't gotten a troll yet. That's all.
No, we don't. We had one troll one time, and I kept talking to him, and he hung up because he wanted me to like. I guess he wanted me to get upset, and I was just like talking to him the whole time, like, "Hey, where are you from?"
I know, but dude, why do trolls always have to be like racist pricks?
Oh yeah,
Right?
Racists are kind of get uncomfortable when you don't yell at them. So I'm like, yo, yeah, that's always great to meet a fan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being racist. So, when was the first time you thought about hating black people and thinking it would burn across? When that start?
Welcome to the party. Let's talk about shoe polish.
Turn it into a deep therapy session.
Let's talk about
what's your favorite shoe polish?
What's your favorite method of blackface? Do you like the chocolate blackface or the shoe polish blackface? What do you go? Which kind of crosses do you like to burn? You like oak? You like pine? Which one?
I'm partial to birch.
I like birch. I like a birch. The larch
burns bright and quick. Just the way I like it.
That's the way I like it. Hey, you ain't such a bad fella for a colored person.
I'm gonna teach you how to play the blues, son.
Wait, should we have Wes play the game that everybody in America is talking about?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Wow.
Yeah, yes. Let's do it.
Wes, are you ready?
Out a date.
Okay.
Here's the game that America is not talking about because they're dying of COVID. Who is canceled? Here we go. You gotta say
Okay.
Yes or no. Are they canceled? Are you ready?
All right.
Joe Rogan.
No.
Completely canceled. He thought black people look like apes. Moby.
What?
Yes, he did. Yes, Moby.
Moby, yes.
Oh, completely canceled. Natalie Portman said he was a really creepy, nasty, bald-headed dude. Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's canceled.
Oh, God, what did
His
he do?
girlfriend thinks Asian people need to have parties about their culture. J.K. Rowling.
Who?
J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter's.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, completely canceled.
Completely. Stephen King called her a weirdo. Here we go. Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon, blackface, right?
Yeah, completely. Okay.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Extra point, bonus points for Wes on that one. Jimmy Kimmel.
Blackface, right?
Yeah, come on, ding, ding, ding.
What is it with both of them with blackface?
We might have our new champion today, folks. All right, James Gunn.
Yes, and then not canceled.
Complete ding, ding, ding. This guy, we have a new winner. A new winner. He nailed everyone. Tom Hanks.
No.
Okay, they're perfect. There you go. Because he can never get canceled. He can literally walk into my house and steal my TV. And I'm like, thank you, Tom. Completely right. Gina Rodriguez.
Gina Rodriguez. Who's Gina Rodriguez?
Jane the Virgin. She was in Annihilation.
I said the same.
I said the same thing. Jinx.
She was in a movie called Miss Bala that 5 people saw.
I'm gonna say yes, but I don't know why.
Yes is correct, and why is because she thinks that she can say the N-word even though she's Spanish. Here comes. Who's the next? Oh, yes, Justin Timberlake.
Who?
Justin Timberlake. Cry Me a River, Justin Timberlake.
No.
No, he just cheated on his wife. Correct.
Oh.
Man, Wes is doing good, man.
He's a fucking master of this.
Yeah. You're up on your cancel culture. Your cancel
I'm on
pop culture.
Twitter all the time.
Director Brett Ratner.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, shrimp fingers. Olivia Munn called him out.
Shrimp fingers.
Shrimp fingers? What the hell?
Marlon Brando.
Yes.
Yes, I think he read somebody in a movie back in 1979.
Oh yeah, I've actually that movie. I don't. How was that made?
Something about butter. It's something weird or something.
There's something
Google it,
about
folks.
butter.
We're not 100% sure, but we're pretty sure it's cancer.
Oh gosh, man. So, do you guys feel? So, what about Will Smith again? I know that we talked about him a little bit. So, what's the deal with him? Like,
I don't feel bad for him.
I don't feel that bad.
He's
for
been
him. You feel bad for him?
emasculated on like national television, so it's kind of like
Yeah, that's what I feel bad for.
yeah, that's the
like,
part that's like oh.
Imagine
man.
going through that shit and then
He brought it
having
on
to do it in the
himself,
public
but
eye.
it's still bad.
Like I don't know. I guess I don't know the full story. I just like
Yeah, I don't know
read-
too much about it too. Like,
I think they did a little. I don't know who cheated on who first, but I think they mutually kind of alluded to the fact that somebody cheated on somebody, and then the other person got get back on the other person.
It was Jada.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that video she made with that jazz band? I'm gonna pull it up.
pull it up.
Will, were you there? Oh, I know it was Jada. Jada was there. It was Jada.
Oh, dude,
It was Jada.
So fucking bad.
Here, I'm gonna put this link up. This guy is hilarious, and he kind of breaks it down a little bit too. So I don't know if you could play it, but after you're done, maybe this is a good one too.
Where is
Wes,
it's
our
not
homework
jazz,
today was what is your top? I have 7, but it's probably top 5 worst films you've ever seen.
God.
What's the name of that damn song? If anybody out there in TV land knows, man.
Song with Jada Pinkett Smith in the jazz band. Jada Pinkett Smith does jazz. Jesus, she was in The Matrix Reloaded.
Oh God, don't remind me. Is that the shit?
Jada, I'm typing Jada Pinkett in jazz band to see what happens.
Oh yeah, this is it, man.
Oh
God, this is worth getting taken down for.
Is it worth it? Is
yes.
it?
Yes.
Wicked Wisdom? Is that what you're talking about?
Burn.
What?
I know, right? It's that bad.
Burn. He just says burn.
I'm gonna jam this shit. Let me find my chill hop and turn it off.
The problem is I usually stay away from films that people tell me not to watch.
Ah.
I would have to really think about some bad ones.
Damn it, Wes.
Because sometimes they're so bad, they're good, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you
The Room.
have fun
Like
with
The
it.
Room, yeah. The Room, I introduced it to custom play. I'd like to.
I remember the first time I saw The Room. I used to go to sleep with the TV on Cartoon Network.
God.
And
It's not true, Mark.
yeah, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I know I left it on Cartoon Network, but The Room was on, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Did somebody
Yeah,
change
they
the
play
channel?"
it there.
It is.
And then I realized every April Fools they would play The Room.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, on
Comedy
at,
Central, right?
Yeah, comedy. No, a Cartoon Network. They would play it on
Cartoon Network,
Cartoon
okay.
Adult Swim. Essentially, they would play it every April Fools. That's why I was weird. Like, why is there? This is before like they had like Tim and Eric and stuff. So I was like, why is there people, like actual people on Cartoon Network? And I was like, this, and I couldn't turn it off. I'm like, this is amazingly bad. This almost seems like a sketch. What is this?
Yeah, DJ. You know, I remember in 2003, I entered a film festival and I met him, and we were both in the same film festival in Coconut Grove, the New York Independent International Film Festival in 2003, 2004. And I saw him and Mark, and I was just like, they weren't who they are today.
Right.
But I just saw them, and I'm like, man, this guy's like a weird looking guy. Whatever. The producer Corey, he went over to talk to him. He talked a little bit, but I remember they were showing the movie and they were giving out little like a bit DVDs. And DVDs at the time were like, oh shit, look at this production, you know, because he spent a lot of money on it. And I took it home, and I didn't want. Yeah, I took that clip home, that DVD with all the video clips of the movie, but not the whole movie. But he had little clips of it, and I was like, wow, this is horrible. And and I didn't watch the movie yet. Fast forward 2 or 3 years later, I go ahead and I watch it I buy the DVD, I watch it, and then I introduced it to Juan, I think to Greg, to Brooks, to Dez, to Gabe, all these guys from Custom Play in 2007 or whatever. And I said, man, this is hell. And then it became a cult following in California. And I didn't know. I started looking into it. It looks like for months he would put a billboard to watch a movie every Saturday. I did it. So. And then, and then 8 years later, that's when Franco, because it was like a thing. So imagine all these years, I was like, dude, I remember that I saw this guy and how he came to that movie, and it was horrible, and now it became mainstream almost, but it was a cult following for a long time.
That $6 million that he got for that movie, he spent over half of it on that billboard.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding, dude. It was like
I got a theory on Tommy Wiseau. I don't know if this has been confirmed or said, or maybe I just behind.
Yeah,
but in the movie, the James Franco movie, I think, and I guess in interviews, they always ask like, "Where are you from? Where the hell are you from?" He's like, "I'm from," what does he say? It's like San Francisco or some shit. He says like an American town.
Yeah,
and I think he's not lying. I think the way he talks and acts is related to the fact of where he has that money. And how did he get that money? Because he said that he was in a car accident. New
Orleans.
New Orleans. I think Tommy
Wiseau was in New Orleans.
It's not true.
I think he was in a car accident, or I think it was like a Fat Joe situation where he got hit by a car and sued the person that hit them and suffered some kind of neurological damage from the accident that makes him sound like he's from another country where he actually is from New Orleans, and that's where he explains all the money he has for spending on this movie, because where's he getting this money from? They never found out.
Oh no, they do. Yeah,
he got it from an investor, man.
No. He got it from clothing.
Oh yeah, he sold.
Yeah, he did clothing.
Yeah, he had a business where he
just like Max, just like Max.
Imported leather.
Dude, we saw the correlation when I was I researched this guy like crazy when we were watching the movies, man. And I researched him like crazy. I listened to all the interviews before all. This is 2008. I was obsessed with this guy, and then I said. Yeah, man, dude, he was an enigma wrapped up in bacon, covered in cheese, bro. So
without the bacon and without the cheese.
Yeah. And I said, well, how did he get all this money? And it was in the garment industry, like underwear, this and that. And I was like, fuck, Max speaks like.
No, don't do it.
Speaks like Tommy Wiseau. Comes from is also from in the. I just saw the correlation. I'm like, holy shit! I thought it was in the Twilight Zone for a second, but it was from the clothing industry. That's how he got his millions, man.
I like my story where he won a lawsuit where he had neurological damage from a car accident.
Aram's right. He got it from importing leathers and shit for clothes.
He spent all of it on that movie. It's amazing.
Where did you get this car accident thing from, though?
I think he says it. I think he said he was in a car accident or something.
Really?
And then he says, DJ, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen like that. It's not true.
It's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
I'm really from Mulan.
You want to play football?
Yeah.
My hair is real, I swear.
The New Orleans accent. Everybody speaks in New Orleans like this.
It's Cajun.
It's Cajun. I'm a Cajun. I'm a raging Cajun.
Is it like Hungarian?
It sounds like he's from the Central Europe in somewhere.
Yeah, he could be from
Romania,
Italy or Greece or Romania or
Yeah.
wherever the fuck. But all right, guys, here it is, man. This is Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh God!
And I'm telling you, dude, it's worth.
Why are you doing this stuff? This is Wes's birthday. Why are you torturing Wes on his birthday?
It's worth it, man. If the stream is taken down, it's totally fucking worth it, man. Like if I get taken down for this, oh God,
I gotta see this.
Fucked. Here we go. Just give it a few seconds.
Let me taste you with a mouthful of.
Let me taste you with my mouth all over.
Good God.
Man, she might be like, or married or whatever it is, like a great musician, but that doesn't make you one.
Remember, Tupac Shakur, one of the greatest rappers in the history of the world, said that Jada Pinkett Smith is one of the hottest women he's ever.
That's right. Tupac and she dated her.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think she's fugly.
You're disagreeing with gangster rap, my friend.
No. I want to whip my hair, motherfucker.
Oh no, that's the daughter. Don't be canceled like the other guy. That's another guy that's canceled.
Hit the butter.
William Moore, canceled.
Cancel.
No, wait till this shit gets going.
Oh, Greg wants to come in.
I'm gonna need his commentary on this.
Yeah, Greg's asking to come
I'm
in.
gonna say this is really tame so far. I don't
Yeah,
know what she's saying,
No,
but
no, but she hasn't
not
gotten
bad.
the chorus yet. She hasn't gotten
Okay.
the chorus yet.
It's okay. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Oh wait, just wait.
Wait, you'll see. I'll show you.
It's insane when she goes into the chorus. What, is Greg coming on or not? He's
Yeah.
teasing.
it says he's connecting.
Now I'm gonna have to rearrange my whole goddamn night.
Lord
Where's
have
my
mercy.
chat? There it is.
Sometimes your wife wants to do stuff. She's kind of like not. How would I say this? Not get canceled.
Go say it. Go say it. Say it.
Yeah,
Say
I
it.
know,
Say
man.
it. Say it.
It's
Say
coming.
it. Say it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I
do
can,
it.
I stop it, Palpatine.
DJ
Get off the
is
fucking.
new
Get out of here,
Chuck
Palpatine.
Woolery. Hey, can you all hear me?
Hey, Greg,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Hey,
You're not coming in
DJ
with
is the new
video?
Chuck Woolery.
Hey, we're back in 2 and 2.
Hey,
go.
talking about getting canceled right there.
Canceled. You're canceled, Greg. Canceled.
He's been canceled for a long time there.
Yeah, definitely. Super canceled.
Are you not coming in video?
No, I can't right now.
Why? Why?
He's naked.
Why?
Yes, that's it.
If he comes on right now, he will definitely be canceled. There'll be a super cancel button.
Or
Yeah,
he
you
might
don't
get
want to. You
syndicated.
don't want to see that right now.
How's the mutt doing?
Not too good. Not too good.
Aw.
It's an uphill battle with this guy. This poor guy. He's got a really bad. He's fighting an uphill battle. He's got a real bad infection going on. So it's been downhill pretty quickly. So we'll see. Right, bud?
What's up with your freaking name? There we go. I'm just gonna stick you right there, and then I'll put the
Yeah.
chat back. That sucks, bro. I hope it gets better.
Aram, this link you sent me.
Is there play?
How do I describe this?
Can you play that link? No, but Will, are you done
Wait,
with
hang
this
on.
video?
Let me finish this fucking bullshit.
Yeah, when you're done with that video, I want to.
Oh, there it is, right on the sour note.
So how's everybody doing tonight?
Oh, yeah, I gotta skip to the.
Doing well. Wes just killed it at DJ's game.
Wes is apparently the master of the cancel culture game. This is amazing.
Man, this ain't the fucking video.
Well, Wes
Sorry.
has been canceled himself, so he
Yeah,
should
it's true.
Yeah.
He's living from experience right now. He's
It takes one to know one, right, Wes?
I learned from the best.
You learn from the best.
So
Oh, man.
what's going on with this video?
I can't find the right one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was like
Nah,
that
that
was just
wasn't
her
it.
singing.
Yeah,
Will,
that wasn't
Will,
it. This-
show us on the doll where the Jada Pinkett jazz music video touched you, because this has traumatized you in a
I
way.
know.
That music is not good.
No, it's not.
I'll be right
I
back.
mean, of course
That's
it's not.
not the
Jada Pinkett
one,
singing-
man. Like,
I mean, it's no like "Welcome to Miami" or whatever it is.
Oh, easy.
hey, you.
Big Willie style. It's no
Big
Big Willie.
Willie, hey, jiggy with it, man. Calm down. That's lines we don't cross.
Am
here.
I hitting a sore spot?
Yeah, you're in the sore
DJ?
spot. I don't even know why. I don't even care about it. Why am I defending it? I think Scientology is working.
I
don't
know. Yeah.
He's done some kind of my thetan levels or something. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, he's done it. He's done it to you.
He's done it.
Damn, I wish I knew the name of this song. You guys would fucking trip out. It's so bad. It's like cringe. It's one of those videos where you're like, oh god. Oh shit, we lost.
Why is
Aaron.
what the hell happened to Aram and Wes?
Well, Wes
See-
is two minds of the
still here.
subject, and
Wes is
Aram
like
had to drop off
the
for
man
some-
with two brains right now.
Aaron was
I've never
like,
heard the I've never heard Jada Pinkett music.
Don't worry, you'll never hear Jada Pinkett music.
Yeah.
She doesn't really make music.
I can't
She makes
remember what the freaking-
sort of stuff that sounds kind of like noise.
It's that same band though, like that band.
Something
that she
vaguely
really-
reminiscent of music.
Yes, like how I bang like pots and pans. That's music. It's the same kind of realm.
Oh, and is that a Tin Soldiers reference?
That's a Tin Soldiers reference.
Pots and pans. What are you doing down here? I gotta watch. I want Pots and Pans duty. You know, pots and pans.
Pots and pans. Samwise Gamgee. Pots and pans.
It's not a Will Smith song.
Taters.
A Sean Astin masterpiece.
Hey, Toy Soldiers is a fucking classic. How dare you?
Oh, dude, Toy Soldiers is. I am mean no disrespect to Toy
Lou
Soldiers at all.
Gossett Jr. in his fucking heyday, just jumping through windows as drug dealers on a college campus. It's great. I don't know. Were they drug dealers? They were terrorists or something.
They
it
were,
was
yeah,
Die
they were
Hard in a school. That's what it was.
Colombian drug lords. Weren't they after like Will Wheaton's parents or something like
Will
that?
Wheaton, spoiler alert, gets murdered in Toy Soldiers. He gets shot.
But
in
like
the back.
his dad was like a drug lord, and they were after
That's
him
a
because
great
of that.
freaking flick, man.
The movie's good.
Oh hell yeah!
Which movie?
Toy
Tin
Soldiers.
Soldiers.
Oh,
Toy
yeah,
Soldiers.
I haven't
Toy
seen it in a long
Soldiers, that's right.
time.
Good movie.
Oh man!
Yeah, it came out of nowhere, left field.
Hey, that's what we do around here. That's what we're good at, right?
Left field.
Yeah. Greg is the wild card.
That's a miscast. That's a miscast mo.
Hey, Greg, are you not on the camera because you're sitting on the toilet again?
No, I'm not. I'm not on the camera because I'm trying to take care. I just got home, taking care of my dog. I'm trying to get. I'm doing stuff.
Are you huffing glue?
Yes. There's
Pick the wrong day to stop huffing glue.
me and Charlie Day huffing glue.
You doing Charlie work?
We're getting kitten mittens.
All right, Will, do you want to do this list of horrible films we've seen in our lifetimes that's emotionally scarred us
All
that
right,
are not Jada Pinkett music?
First of all, what happened to Aram and Wes here, William?
I'm here.
Aram's there.
Aram
He's-
turned his camera off. There he is.
Aram sometimes
Your
floats in and
boy.
out, man. He's an
Why-
enigma wrapped
Have you
in
seen
bacon
my
and cheese, is
screen?
what he said earlier.
I was in 2 boxes, but half my face in each box.
You're
I
Two-Face.
liked it that way.
Oh, there you go.
What was that
Like
name they used
that.
to call me, Gordon? What was it?
Say it.
Say it.
Brought up a list. I'm trying to look down through here and see if I've actually seen any of these movies.
All right. So
Ooh.
what's the list? What's the
the top,
topic?
whatever you got, list of worst movies you've seen in your life. I've decided to
Ooh.
pick movies that people have heard of, but you know, you can pick whatever you want.
Tough. Yeah, that's tough, man.
What was
Horrible films you've seen in your lifetime.
I think the image I have up is my list. So I'll
Trolls, huh? That movie's great. How dare you?
Trolls 2.
Trolls 2 is fantastic.
Manos, The Hands of Death.
Oh,
The
horrible.
Room and fucking.
Oh, you know what? You have a good one on there. Well, you got a good one on there. Jupiter Ascending. Let's talk about
Jupiter
Jupiter
Oh,
Ascending. for a second.
yes.
I
Let's talk
remember
about Jupiter
Manos.
Ascending for a second.
Thank you. You took my number one.
Juan told me about Manos. Manos, right? Hands?
Yeah,
It-
Manos the
it's-
Hands of Fate. Yeah.
Manos
I think
means,
Juan actually loves that movie.
Yeah, Manos means hands, and then
Yes.
it's called the hands.
Hands, the Hands of Fate.
It's so bad. Like I actually have it on the list for us to watch. So,
Well, MST3K
yes, we
has
need to
already
do that.
done it, so you may not
I
want to
swear,
do it.
It's so
It's
good.
it's a MST3K classic, so I don't know if you want to do something they've already probably destroyed.
Oh, really?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
like
I'm
one
sure
of their-
everybody has. It's worth
Call-
it, dude.
yeah,
It's
call
fucking
signs, yeah.
classic. It's classic.
it's one of the worst films ever
Yeah,
made.
it's so
really-
fucking
it's
bad,
so awful.
dude.
It's entertainingly awful. It's
No,
like,
no,
you know,
like the fucking
it's Elaine Bennis dancing. It's bad, but you can't look away from it.
the camera work is. Let me just play one scene, dude.
Oh, God.
I just want to play one fucking scene.
Manos, the Hands of Fate. Yeah, MST3K did this. Their classics to me are this, Santa Claus and the Martians, and that
Here we
freaking
go.
Frogtown movie with Roddy Piper. Those
This
are the
right
three
here.
ones I always
Yeah.
This scene right
Yeah,
here. Man.
Will, that's a great
it's
list, by
funny
the way.
that- It's funny that you mentioned that, DJ. I just saw a link for that. Welcome to Frogtown today.
The first time I saw it was through MST3K, and I'm like, this is the worst, best thing I've ever seen in my life. This is fantastic.
I mean, but it's got Roddy Piper in it. How
Got
could it
Piper
be?
in it, man. That's why I was big into wrestling back then, so I was like, I gotta finish watching this. Got Roddy in
Yeah.
it.
I got out of wrestling when The Rock left. Seriously. Here we go. This is the scene, dude. I just want you to watch the camera work, the acting, everything. Just every fucking thing. Just watch every fucking thing.
Awesome.
Kids, Manos the Hands of Fate.
Wait,
Mom
and I
of the
want you to
hands.
I want you to realize that these people just pull up to this fucker's house. He doesn't even know who the hell they are. He's not a hotel, and this is what happens.
Love the jacket. The jacket's great. It's great quality. It's probably wool or some kind of mixed blend polyester.
I think that the actor's on
I am
shrooms.
Torgo.
Probably on
I
shrooms.
take
It's
care of
around
the
the
place
70s,
while the
80s, so you know
master is
that's
away.
kind of before they knew it was horrible for you. Holy fuck! What the fuck is that guy? That Richard Dreyfuss? Who is that?
But the child,
No,
I'm not
he's
sure
not
the
famous.
master would have
Just watch his
or the
fucking
dog.
acting, dude. Like I
The
don't even know what's
master
happening.
doesn't like children.
We only want to know where Valley Lodge is.
Which way do we go? There is no place like that
Are
around
they
here.
looking the wrong screen direction too?
Dude, it's
Yes,
all-
yeah.
I'm
the eye
telling you,
lines
like,
are way
every
off.
I thought.
fucking thing, like
DJ
everything.
Yeah, DJ, I did my
Mike, I'm
investigating with
scared.
this movie too. This guy, he
Getting dark.
Oh
killed
no!
himself
What,
a
what,
couple years
Aram?
after.
What'd you do
Fargo,
now? What'd
which
you
way is out
find?
of here?
Yeah, for real,
Christ on a
man.
cracker. What'd you find?
Christ on a
This
cracker.
this guy
Manos.
committed suicide a couple
There
years
is
after.
no way
Oh
out.
God! Can you find me some good news?
There is no way out.
You're like the media.
No way out.
Right. It's like, hey, we're watching whatchamacallit, Lethal Weapon. Well, Mel Gibson called the cops sugar tits. God damn it! Can't get to this movie.
Fake news.
Fake news. It's all fake news. Look, I have the rest hands, the Manos hands. All my hands are Manos hands.
I just want you to watch this
Well, I
guy
don't know what else
walk.
Yeah,
Here we go.
he was supposed to be one of those. What is it, centaur or something?
What?
So they pulled up to this guy's house
Yeah.
and asked, like, "Hey, have you seen our friend?" They came by, and then this motherfucker is like, "I ain't seen
Random
shit." And my master said, "I ain't allowed to be around children. You guys are fucked. Peace."
But-
and they're like, "Well, I want to stay at your goddamn place." And he's like, "You can't stay here." And they're like, "Fuck
Yeah.
you. Come get my bags." So like,
Are we going to talk about the fact that he has a hand staff?
master
Are we
was
yeah,
gonna
really
because
just gloss over that part?
Yeah, he was supposed to be like half beast, half human. You know what is it called? Centaur? What is it? What-
Centaur, Minotaur, something
Yeah,
like
Minotaur,
that.
something like that. That's why his
Watch
feet were all
ass
like that.
walk.
Yeah,
Wait, watch what happens.
you see?
Oh my God.
It's not done yet because the motherfucker.
These jump cuts are amazing.
It's so good.
Father, we'll stay tonight, and then
The,
tomorrow.
the asshole gives him his bags like he's a
cannot
bellman.
stay. The master would not
Oh, my God.
approve
He's
of
Hemorrhoid
obviously
that.
flare up, use
crippled.
tux.
He's obviously crippled. Dude's like,
That did not translate well.
You're giving me your luggage. I got a cane, bro. You can't carry this shit yourself? Come on, man.
Yeah, Will, let's watch this like one of these days.
yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. The next movie we watch is definitely this one. I already
Like
selected
like
it.
all every one of the ones that you list are gems. By
Is
the
this
way,
public domain, though? Are you sure this
Oh, I
is
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. I already checked it out. It's public domain, man. But this one's great, dude. Like it's got so many film like you don't do that in filmmaking. Shit's
I mean,
going
I saw
on.
3 jump cuts in one shot, which
Yeah.
is fucking amazing.
Yeah, this jump cuts are ridiculous.
It's like, whoa, what the fuck? What is this a montage? What's going on here?
It's so good, dude. And it has the story makes no fucking sense.
I mean, it's called Hands, the Hands of Fate. So
No, none of it makes sense, man. The fucking the big baddie looks he's laughable. I don't know. We can go on and on, man. Like I haven't watched the entire movie. I just kind of like did.
you guys
snippets.
just don't get it. That's fine.
Yeah.
you're not
Whatever.
cool, man. Only the cool kids get
You
man.
guys aren't deep enough, man. You guys are
Hey,
not.
you're canceled. That's racist because you don't like man. That's Spanish. Hey, fuck you. You're canceled.
You guys are missing the subtext.
Yeah, that's. I can't even get through it. I can't even pretend. The subtext of the greatness about Manos the Hands of Fate is how they jump the 180 line, and the
Wait,
dramatic
wait.
tension is really at its height.
Suit, like with the hands all over it.
He's super fly Jimmy Snuka. It's okay. It's all right.
Look where his thumbs are, though. I just want to point that out.
Oh,
All right, I'm done. That was my shit. You guys go.
Great movie, man.
Aram, you got your 5, or you want me to?
3 out of the 4 out of the 5 that I would think
He's
of,
already
man.
creamed 3 of them. All right.
Yeah, he did.
I'm gonna leave off one of them because one of the guy who made this movie just passed away. I don't want to throw any more.
Joel
germs, so-
Schumacher.
yeah, I'm not
Batman
gonna say.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah, because that was the first movie I saw where I realized, oh wait, this movie's bad.
Yeah.
I used to when I was a kid, I was like, hey,
weird to
movies,
think
everything's
about,
great.
right?
Yeah, Batman and
Like,
Robin.
what
Was like,
movie was the first movie that you really actually looked at and said
you
this
looked
is
at
not
and you were
good?
like, "What the?" Batman and Robin was that for me. Where it was the first time I was like, "Oh no, this is not
I
good."
agree with that. Actually, I was old enough to know that movie.
You had taste. It's like that's when you realized, oh, this is not
as
the.
soon as I saw
Bane?
Batman's credit card.
When I saw Bane, I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
no, this is no, no, no."
Bane.
That's not the way it works.
I don't know. It might have been the third Mr. Freeze pun that I was like, okay, but yeah, I'm leaving that one off. So I'm gonna start at the bottom. It's probably might piss off some people. X-Men Origins Wolverine is my seventh or sixth.
Nice one.
choice.
That's a good one.
I think Will, you brought that up before because you said you saw. Was it you or Greg?
Will,
I can't remember. Saw
like
the digital version that leaked online.
Oh, yes.
with the effects.
Yeah, it was probably about 2 weeks or so before the movie actually came out, and it came out. So I downloaded the bootleg, and at the end of it, when they had the whole Deadpool laser eyes fight on top of the nuclear silo.
Best part of the movie.
Oh yes,
I've got your back.
I was like, oh, okay, this movie, the effects aren't finished yet. So I remember hearing stories about that.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, 2 weeks later, a movie came out. It's exactly as it was when I downloaded it.
Not only did it ruin Wolverine, not only did it ruin Deadpool, not only did it ruin Gambit, not only did it ruin the Blob, not only did it ruin Sabretooth, it has one of the greatest opening scenes ever.
Dude, what are you talking about, man?
And then it falls off
that
a
movie was
fucking
awesome.
cliff.
They had Gambit in it.
Oh,
and he was all
God.
these slow motion shots that got the claws coming out of the bathroom.
Are you out of your fucking the
I just wanna
cartoon
say,
Roger
man,
Rabbit claws? Is that what you're talking about?
This is
Best,
like
bro. You don't know what you're talking about.
This is like the reverse cancel. I just want to throw out there that the intro to that movie is probably one of the best I've ever seen.
It's fantastic.
So,
it's
great.
fucking phenomenal. And then the movie falls off like Thelma and Louise falls off a cliff into the marinara trench or marinara, whatever the fuck, marinara sauce trench. Into nothingness, into a black gaping abyss to which no light can escape. Because then we have
that Gambit scene.
That is so bad.
When he's slicing the fire
escape.
Oh,
it was such
God.
a moment.
I wanted to gouge out my own eyes because Gambit.
I was like, "What? Who did this?"
Gambit is a cool. One of my co-hosts on the show I'm on, Matt. He hates Gambit. But he hates him from the comic book, and I like Gambit. And when this movie came out, I could not fucking get him to leave me alone about this.
Well, he was in Gambit every fucking movie. Like Taylor Kitsch was his name.
Kitsch, yeah.
He was like. He was going up quick, man. Like
him and Sam Worthington were the force-fed actors. Like, you're gonna like this guy. No,
well,
I hate that when they do that.
He got screwed though. He kept getting pushed into movies that weren't finished, like Mars and
the Last Prince of Mars, whatever the fuck it's called.
That's a
John Carter.
John Carter is like had a little bit of a renaissance lately.
Yeah, people are rediscovering it now because of Disney.
It's a really good fucking story, man. Like if they did it right, it would be really awesome. I've read all the books, man. They're fucking awesome.
He's probably the only good thing I liked, or probably the only thing I liked about True Detective season 2. He was really good in that season. No, that season's really bad.
Well, that is a terrible season.
It's a terrible season. I mean, again, he has bad luck. He keeps picking the wrong. I mean, Battleship. I mean, he just keeps going from bad to worse to worse to worse. But anyway,
his agents.
I mean, his agents are really trying.
Are they though? I got it, Taylor. Battleship. No, you're not trying, sir.
We've got Taylor. We've got you a $200 million movie from Disney that you're going to be the star.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Sign me up. I don't give a shit what it is.
Yeah, Michael Giacchino score. You got a whole bunch.
Can't blame like
that thing was primed.
Yeah, Mars was supposed to be a huge win for Disney, so you can't blame like his agent for that.
It's not his fault. He just keeps rolling like craps. It's like it's not like it's just the luck of the draw. He keeps pulling the It's like I don't know what was wrong.
He's gone now. He's
taking home run swings. He's taking home run.
He's in that movie 21 Bridges, and he's really good in it. And he's in it for a while. but it's like almost like a role that you would give to a nothing actor. But because his career is on such a unstable ground, he had to take it. He's really good in it, but
it's gonna be hard for him to save his career, dude.
no, it's.
He was a bad guy in what was it? American Assassins.
Yeah, he's in that too, and that's a role that you wouldn't give to a Taylor Kitsch, who was supposed to be the next big
no,
thing.
he did not fit in that one.
He did not. Neither did Michael Keaton. But anyway, that was my number.
I digress.
6. My number 5 is the worst edited movie I've ever seen in my life, and we just watched Manos Hands of Fate. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Suicide Squad, which is fucking. And this
I've
is
never
again.
actually watched it, but I've heard so many terrible
I
things
remember watching the trailer that was cut to Queen, and I was like, "This is gonna be fucking awesome." This comes from a disappointment standpoint, where this looks fucking fantastic.
You talked about that all the time.
All the time.
I felt so bad when it came out.
It was like somebody told me Santa Claus wasn't real, and Jim Henson was sticking his hand up Kermit the Frog's ass. It was like they took away the joy that I had built up over almost a year. That they got Margot Robbie to be Harley Quinn. That's who I wanted from the beginning before they even thought about doing Harley. It was fantastic.
And she didn't even do the right voice until she did her second movie. So.
Yeah, they finally nailed it there, and then nobody fucking saw that movie. And then you had Will Smith as Deadshot. I like that thing. And Viola Davis is a fantastic choice for Amanda Waller, other than CCH Pounder. Everything was supposed to work for this movie. And then it was, I mean, we all know what editing is. We have kind of a rough clue on what it is, and there's theses, there's fucking video theses on how badly edited that movie is. It is atrocious.
Greg,
I mean, the director.
Before we
what's
end
the question?
Just please.
What's the question I always ask about?
Please, you gotta do it, dude.
Who shot down the fucking helicopter? Who did it? None of you can answer.
I have a better question. I got a better question, Greg. And this is maybe morally storytelling and editing. There's a scene in the bar. Do you remember that scene in the bar where they're all together and and they find out that the flag has been lying to them or some shit like that? And then,
vaguely.
And then he goes, "Well, I'm not gonna do the thing where I blow up your head. You guys can do whatever you want." And then Captain Boomerang leaves. Remember that? And then later they get out, and then Captain Boomerang shows back up, and you're like, "Why did he show back up? What was the purpose of him coming back?" He didn't hear anything after he leaves. He just gets. The joke was he gets up and leaves right out of the bar before they have their come to Jesus moment where they're going to save the day. And then they're going to go save the day, and then Boomerang just shows back up like he doesn't say why. He's just there. I'm like, did you cut out the scene with the character's motivation of why he was going to be back in the scene? And that's even before the whole where'd the Joker go?
Oh my goodness.
The movie is so badly edited. It's so bad.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, it was atrocious.
Dude,
the
it's
disappointment.
Bad. Like, it wasn't even fun to watch. Like,
No.
I was constantly like, I don't understand the motivations of anything.
They're cheating, and they couldn't even cheat right. It's like we're taking a test, and I'm showing you the answers, and they're yelling them out as they're teaching. They can't even cheat correctly because they're essentially supposed to be doing the DC's version of Guardians of the Galaxy. That's all they had to do, and they couldn't fucking even do that right.
They're about to do do that because they got
again,
done.
with the guy who directed Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, exactly. They're about to do that. So.
But I mean, it doesn't take rocket science. Let's make the movie fun. Don't make the Suicide Squad, this off the top of my head, fight interdimensional beings. The Suicide Squad doesn't fight interdimensional beings. The statement by Hopper from Stranger Things about the Suicide Squad taking out Superman is the stupidest statement in fucking comic movie history. What happens if Superman wins the White House? We don't send the Suicide Squad to take care of them. No fucking way. They take out like ground level villains.
Yeah,
and, by the way, they had
like the Joker, which I thought they were gonna.
It's funny you say that, Aram. There was a movie that came out before Suicide Squad called Suicide Squad Arkham with whatchamacallit. And guess who they were sent to take out? The Joker. They had the blueprint. There's almost like,
and that was actually a good.
That was
a
really good
animated movie. Yeah,
it's like what M. Night Shyamalan did with Airbender. He had the blueprint. He goes, nah. I'm gonna just do whatever the fuck I want over here and take it all away from it.
I'm digressing.
I forgot about that.
But I am so stoked for Netflix to fix that shit.
Oh God, it's so bad. It's so bad. Anyway, okay. The Suicide Squad is my number. I forget, whatever. Next one is the second movie I ever fell asleep in because it's an action movie. And if I'm falling asleep in an action movie, your action movie failed. It's called Mortal Kombat Annihilation. One of the worst
Oh,
fucking movies.
yeah.
God, you actually went to the movies?
I went to the theater with. I was with a whole bunch of people.
Shit.
I was with a
walked out
bunch
of
of
that theater.
people, and I fell asleep watching that movie.
That
And
was the,
Wait, let me
the
pull
only
these
movie I walked out
motherfuckers
at.
up.
You know
Oh,
why I
yeah,
checked
yeah.
out? I think we all checked out at the same time. When they killed Johnny Cage, I'm out. I don't give a fuck what happened after
you
that
know,
point.
It was just
I don't even
stupid,
remember
dude.
Annihilation. I remember
It
I was
was-
never a fan
yeah.
of the first one. I thought like the first one was like okay, but it was actually pretty terrible. I'm sorry, Paul
Of course.
Anderson. Paul Anderson, no, thank you.
I
None
mean,
of his
They
movies are
replaced
good.
half the characters before the movie even started.
Yeah.
It kills off the
It killed
fun,
everybody.
the most charismatic character in the first movie in the first 5 minutes.
It was just so bad. Like they wanted to get to that like new team from the second game, so fucking bad.
so bad, and the CGI does
I
not
can't
age
even,
well.
dude. I can't even find fucking images for it. That's how bad it is.
They changed Raiden with
Yeah.
they replaced Raiden with the guy from Sex and the City. It's just this really bad decision making.
I want to watch. I want to see like behind the scenes of that. I'm sure it was a disaster.
They probably burned the footage. They probably burned it all.
Behind the scenes is kind of like a Zoom. They just put people in front of a cheap green
Yeah.
screen.
I forgot that the secondary punk from Terminator was Shao Kahn in this.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
It's so
It's
bad,
not good.
man.
I
It's
fell
so
asleep.
bad.
Stone Cold with Brian Bosworth and Mortal Kombat Annihilations are the only two movies I've ever fallen asleep in. And again, I have a really strong attention span. If I'm falling asleep in your action movie,
Yeah.
you fail. You fail automatically.
I don't mind bad movies, but I can't be bored.
I
Like,
can't- and it takes a lot to bore me. I'll watch a 5-hour cut of whatever you want if it's good. But if
Hey,
I'm
Aisha, welcome back to the party. I hope it went well with your stream. We're talking about
Aisha.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
we're not talking about our movie. Combat spelled with a K. I really want to put Last Airbender here, but we beat that dead horse. It's essentially
no, man. That's
yeah,
just
it's bad. So my number 4, it's gonna be again, this is my personal thing.
6
Some
so
people-
far.
Is it
I
6?
can't remember. I don't know numbers. Here's my
No,
next
sorry, I'm talking to myself.
Oh.
I'm making my list as we speak. So
one.
Oh, I thought Wes was the only one actually paying attention.
Yeah.
My number, whatever this is Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, the worst Star Wars movie
Yes.
ever made in the history of the
Oddly,
world.
the only one
That's
that
so-
I own.
And you know it's bad if I'm putting it
DJ.
behind Last Jedi and fucking Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned that because I know Phantom Menace is bad, but man, the Clone Wars. Sorry, the Attack of the Clones.
Awful.
Man, that's rough, man.
You can't
Awful.
say
Yeah.
that Phantom Menace is
Sand
near
gets
Attack.
everywhere. Fucking
No, but
chemistry.
first of all,
Bringing
the
back-
chemistry
bringing
and
back flashbacks
yeah, the
like
chemistry and
Nam right now.
chemistry and dialogue. But in hindsight, 2020, it
Here we
is a fucking cult classic of
For,
awesome.
No.
for who? What
Dude.
cult are you talking about?
Dude.
Jim Jones? What are you
The
talking
li-
about?
That's not a cult I want to be a part of.
The
Sign me out.
lines in it, dude. The sand gets everywhere. Like all the stupid shit that they say.
I think your
in that
definition of
freaking
cult
Oh,
classic
a
and
lot
my
of
definition
memes.
of cult classic
Yeah,
is
that-
definition.
No.
There's
not
a lot of
cult classic.
memes.
Yeah, memes and like stupid shit that people just keep
If
saying.
your
all the
movie
time.
is a
but that's like
meme,
for the
your
all the
movie
wrong
isn't good.
reasons, yeah.
Yeah,
If your
but
movie is known for being
look,
memed,
man, I'm gonna play the scene.
don't play the
Of
scene.
sand.
That's how much I hate this movie. I don't want to hear him. Don't look at me like that, Anakin. Look at you like what? The way you looking at me now. It's just.
Oh,
it's like,
that is like where you learn that George Lucas can't write.
I
It's
love
like a
you.
power
No, I
drill
love
going into
you.
my
Well, it's
brain.
only because you're so beautiful.
That's Revenge of the Sith, by the way, which is again.
Oh, which is
Yeah.
yes.
It's
Oh,
another
man.
bad-
awful, man.
Their chemistry. This movie almost ended Natalie Portman's career. That's how bad Attack of the Clones is. Oscar winner Natalie Portman almost fucking lost a career because of this.
Well, it ended Christensen's career. It ended Jake Lloyd's career.
The only person to ever get out of the Star Wars
didn't
prequels
win-
The
without a
prequel trilogy
scratch
is nothing
is
time.
Ewan McGregor. He's
Yeah.
the only one to
And
get out of this whole
Christensen's
thing.
career,
Yeah.
he quit acting like on his own. Like he wanted to like do his own thing. He still doesn't act.
Who?
Christensen,
Christensen?
like yeah,
Christian
he doesn't have
He
ill
still
will.
he acts. He was
No,
in some
but-
Nicolas Cage movies, you know.
I think Donald Glover, Lando had more chemistry with that robot than
He did. He
Yeah,
did.
100%.
Then
That's not
Anakin
even a
and
joke. That's
Padme.
fucking factual.
Here we go,
I
guys. Here
hate
we
that
go.
robot, but
Here we go.
they
Just give
had
it
more
7
chemistry.
seconds. Just give it 7 seconds.
I hate them.
Why couldn't I say?
Look, I killed them. I slaughtered
I
them.
know I could have.
Not just the men, the women. It's fuck. It
The
makes
children too.
This is
Well, I
bad.
should be.
Bad.
Someday I will be. I will be the most powerful Jedi ever.
First of all, I just want to say that nobody fucking talks like that.
No one.
Especially when they're emotionally fucked up. Like
No one.
they don't.
Nobody
go,
stays with a man who talks like that. Nobody goes, oh,
No,
okay,
you know who
Anakin, I love
talks like
you.
that? You know who talks like that? A teenager in the mind's eye of a 60-year-old guy who's been living in a
That's
crystal
100%
palace.
correct. That's 100% correct.
I
Also-
committed genocide, Padme. I love you, Anakin. What? I
Also,
just said
I
I
hate his-
committed genocide. You know what genocide means?
Well,
Oh, that's three.
yeah,
I keep going
like
back to
village
Sith.
genocide.
Dying.
It's the chemistry amongst those two
I will
movies
even
are
learn
pretty
to
bad.
stop
Are you
people
an
from
angel? They're
dying.
all. It's any line between Anakin and Padme
It is.
is
It's
bad
awful, man.
Jealous.
in any movie.
Total. Yep.
My next one, I'm just gonna move on from Attack of the Clones. This is the worst Star Wars movie I've ever made. My next
It's
one, I
bad.
had to pick out of, I think 6 movies. So I could pick. My whole list could have been this whole franchise, but I just decided to pick the worst out of this franchise that made me want to fucking punch a baby. It's so bad.
God,
Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Transformers: Testicles Fallen. Transformers: Racist Robots
damn. Oh
Fallen.
my god.
The worst fucking movie I've seen this fucking decade. This fucking century. It's so fucking awful. It is the worst piece of garbage this century. Not my number 1. It's not my number 2. But dear God, when I saw a robot with gold teeth talk about they can't read, we don't do much reading, that's when I realized, holy shit, Michael Bay. Why?
Wait, I think that their expressions right now explain your entire conversation.
What a
Wait, the
fucking
what?
dumpster fire. Yeah. This is the movie that I think almost killed Shia LaBeouf, did it? Didn't Shia LaBeouf like go in a car
He
accident with
lost
that
his
girl right
mind
there?
after this one. Yeah. This is where he.
Which
freaking
is the
lost
one?
his shit.
This isn't the one with the guy that had the card about the law where he could sleep with a 17-year-old.
That's the last one that just came. No, that's
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Dark of the Moon. I can't. It's the one where
with
Shia LaBeouf is
Wahlberg.
gone for the
That's
first
the
time.
Wahlberg.
The one with Cade Yeager, which is the most fake
Yeah,
fucking movie
Mark
name I've ever heard
Wahlberg.
in my life.
Oh,
I think
gosh.
that's Dark of the Moon. I think, or is it?
Who cares? Who cares?
Who gives a fuck? It's not as bad as Revenge of the Fallen with racist robots and a scene where John Turturro is under a robot and says the actual line, "I am directly under Decepticon scrotum." When you have a scene like that in a movie, yeah, your movie is trash. Grade A. And I hate the first movie, but the first movie is Citizen Kane.
Screenwriting.
Fucking bad, man. Bad. Transformers Revenge.
I'm like a hostage. This is kidnapping.
Optimus Prime. I'm talking about they made whatchamacallit Superman a murderer. They made Optimus Prime this fucking give me your face. It's this fucking weird exchange between him and the bad guy. It's weird as fuck. Anyway, my number 1, and this is mostly based on.
Oh, I forgot Mark Sanchez was in this movie.
No, Jesus. He isn't. Mark Sanchez. Kids, Mark Sanchez is a quarterback that used to play for the New York Jets. He looks just like that guy.
Wait,
He's also
before you
down
get
Los
there,
Angeles.
let me just get to the balls.
Get to the
Directly
balls.
under enemy scrotum. Get the fuck out of here. What a bad movie. And that's the Devastator scene. Devastator, one of the coolest Transformers of all time. I grew up on Transformers, so this is doubly bad for me, where it's like, really? Really?
Where is this cocksucker?
Devastator
He has
was the robot everybody wanted.
Yeah, Megatron with he
Oh
was literally
shit! Yeah, it was so expensive.
Megatron was he
you
would use
had
him
to
as
buy,
like his
all
trump
the
card.
separate robots.
Mega Devastator, destroy that. He was like, oh fuck, Devastator's here, and you're fucked. there's no way.
Take like 18 toys and make this awesome.
The Dinobots were the only ones that could
Like-
take him out. He was like the baddest of the bad, and then you got the racist bots playing him. Jesus. Anyway,
Yeah, he's
and
like,
that's voiced by
"Ah,
SpongeBob
motherfucker."
SquarePants, by the
They
way.
even got
doing
gold, like,
Speaking of which,
shit.
why isn't Michael Bay fully canceled?
he should.
I know we've tried. He should have
Did
Michael
been.
you ever
Bay
hear
was
that story?
canceled.
You heard that story about what he did to Megan Fox, right?
Yeah, that's one.
Did you hear what the story
What,
did?
what did he do with her? What
He
happened?
made her wash his car as her fucking watch his car as her screen test for the first Transformers movie. She was, I think, 17 at the time.
He stared at her ass.
Yeah. And then, did you hear what he did to Jason Statham's girlfriend for the next one after Megan Fox left?
No.
He drove her out to the desert, dropped her off, and had her walk back in heels to prove that she can walk. Yeah.
So I met the assistant director for the first Bad Boys movie.
Right.
He was the assistant director. He might have been the second assistant director back then, but then he had later on moved up to first assistant director. But anyway, he was working under Michael Bay, and he said Michael Bay was the biggest asshole he had ever met, and it almost turned him off of working in the film industry, and he vowed never to work with him again after that. He said that he was so belligerent to crew people, and basically like everybody was beneath him. It was him and the A-list actors, and that was it.
Wow.
And he
I heard a
treated
story where
everybody else like shit.
I heard a story. He was a
would
PA on Raiders, and he thought the movie was gonna be a flop. Right there.
Really?
He also has a thing with people's shoes. Have you heard
Oh,
that
yeah,
shit?
he's a crazy person.
No, what's that?
Like you have to wear a specific kind of shoe when you're working with him. Like he's got like a fucking on-set fetish.
No Converse. No Converse.
We don't wear fucking Converse here.
There's like several actors that talk about it in this interview I saw a few years back.
My number one, the worst movie ever that I've seen, and this is clearly based on disappointment and probably hope that it would at least salvage, much like Rise of Skywalker, salvage a mistake of the previous movie and save the franchise that probably shouldn't have been a franchise to begin with, is The Matrix Revolutions. Holy fuck.
Man. Dude. Got some good ones, DJ.
Holy fuck.
That
was horrible, man.
Huge disappointment.
And what a disappointment, huh?
Except for Monica
I mean,
Bellucci's
Matrix
breasts.
Reloaded, I attest, is great up until Neo pulls the bullet out of Trinity. Up to that point, I'm on board. When I even forgive the architect shit, but when that movie ends with "to be continued," I'm like, okay, you've left me in a really difficult place. Maybe this movie will salvage this franchise, which again should have probably just ended after the first one and been fine. But do they not do anything with Morpheus, the aforementioned Jada Pinkett Smith? Trinity lives to die again. Spoiler alert, who cares? The movie sucks. The fucking robots.
This part did not suck. I know it's 7 seconds behind, but I have to cut you off for this. This part did not suck.
Oh, Persephone. They have a better scene than the Reloaded. This.
Oh, I know.
They have better scene
but,
than the previous movie.
I know, but we're not talking about Reloaded. So.
This part sucks because I've already seen it done better in a previous movie. No, this movie
it was done way better. You can see everything.
Yeah, the movie is god awful, man. It's awful, 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 awful. I mean, and it's funny because you had Jupiter Ascending, which is one of the worst films ever made. But this is when I realized, oh no, the Wachowskis, they might not be. I mean, they did The Matrix, and The Matrix was like phenomenal. It was fucking epic. It's still phenomenal. And like maybe these guys are the next thing, and you see Reloaded, you're like, okay, let's try something else. And you see this, you're like, oh no, maybe they were the Milli Vanilli or the one-hit wonders of the director world. So
listen, the only thing I could say about this movie is that I enjoyed the mech suit things. You know,
name a character in that movie, in that scene.
Cool.
Name a character. Name one.
I can't remember. And I know how often we worked on those movies.
Yeah, the keymaker,
general guy. The general. I forget his name.
I don't know the Samoan guy. Yeah.
We've seen these movies 30 plus times.
Tank. Oh, that's the first one.
That's the first one. He's dead.
Yeah.
He's a terrorist. You know, they thought he would. That's why he did it was in the second one, because they said that he was a terrorist.
Aram, are you saying that Tank is canceled? Welcome back to the cancel game.
Dude, yeah, he was canceled before it was in.
He was deleted. He was.
You remember, like, even to this day, he's still sour about that whole thing.
I've not seen him since Matrix 1. I don't even know. I haven't seen. If you told me he was dead, I would believe you. I have not seen him since the first Matrix movie.
I mean, just recently I saw, like, you know, when they come up and they say, oh, where are they now? Whatever it was because of that. There was like an allegation of him like being a terrorist or something like that, and that was it. Like that was the end of.
I think I remember that wasn't Aaliyah supposed to be in that movie, but she died, and then they replaced her with Nona Gay or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Monica Bellucci, huh?
Yeah, Belushi is amazing. She's fantastic, but this movie is crap.
It is crap.
It's straight garbage.
There was parts of part 2 that I enjoyed.
Yeah, the whole scene with Morpheus on the highway. The highway scene's great, but the ghost.
How about we just say what we mean? Zion fucking sucks.
Zion sucks.
That too, man.
Zion sucks, man. Zion totally
Zion
sucks.
ruined it.
This is something, because we used to code that movie like crazy. And I remember that movie, I remember Max and I were talking about it. I'm like, man, what Morpheus was in the first one, he was so cool. And the second one, they're like, look at this crazy guy saying about the prophecy and all this crap. Nobody respects him at all in that other place, whatever it's called, Zion. Yeah, they're like, what's wrong with this guy? When
you see Zion, you realize that Cypher was right. Because why the 100%. Fuck would you want to live there?
Yeah. Why didn't I take the blue pill?
Yeah, dude, it's like, I want to live on oatmeal for the rest of my fucking life. And
I want to be important.
I can't even wash.
Let me ask Greg this: Who plugged and plugged out Cypher, whatever his name is, Cypher, when he went to talk to the agent about plugging himself back in?
When Cypher went, Joey Pants.
When he went to have dinner. When he went to have dinner, who plugged him in and plugged him out?
Plot hole.
Plugged him out. Oh yeah, I cannot answer that question.
Everybody kept like, "Why? Who did that? Who did that?" Because he's there across from, eating dinner, having a steak, telling the agent, "I know this is not real."
Oh, no one plugged him in. He just went and did his own thing while he was already in on a mission.
But somebody's got to pull.
Somebody has to plug you in and plug you out.
At the very least, somebody has to pull him out.
No, but
maybe you could argue that he could plug himself in, but somebody's got to pull him out.
We had not seen that done by anybody previously in the movie.
That never even dawned on me.
Which one of the brothers died really quick? Was it Dozer?
Dozer, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, maybe he did it. Maybe we just never find out because he died so quickly.
Dude, you guys are way overthinking this.
Maybe it was Switch. You
guys are way overthinking.
Not like this.
That was one of those plot holes.
You set up a rule in the movie. You have to kind of follow that rule, or you
end up.
It's
not a plot hole. They go in and they have missions. Like they go in, they go their separate ways to do their missions.
But if you notice in the movie, you can't leave the Matrix until somebody pulls the fucking cord.
You have to be plugged
out of the back of your head,
and somebody has to unplug you.
But he went in to do a mission with everybody else, and he just did his own thing for a second.
If you see that part, he's not on a mission.
He's not on a mission.
Wait, where
by
does it say
himself.
he's not on a mission?
Nobody else is.
No, when you see it, when you see where it's on a cut, they're not on a mission when that part happens. Plus, remember, there's always the wizard, whatever, that's seeing all the little Matrix rain that's coming down. They know exactly where you are
with the agent and know that he was evil.
They're always being monitored.
Kind of a flaw in that scene.
All right. I'll give you the monitor part. So he hacked the monitor.
How? Again, you're making up a thing that we've not seen in the movie. You gave us rules. 2 + 2 cannot equal X.
Remember, Neo only hold on. Neo only went Wi-Fi in the ending of the second one. Remember
which is bad. That was a part of the movie where I was like,
God,
that's when he discovered Wi-Fi. Before that, there was no Wi-Fi.
Oh no! Because if you look at the point of that movie,
remember at the end he stops the Sentinels. That's
this grand prophecy of the Matrix is essentially to make Neo a bounty hunter. That's all it was. And it doesn't matter because they keep doing it over and over and over again. So you're not the one, you're an anomaly that keeps happening every time we destroy the Matrix.
What do you guys
essentially
think
your mission means nothing.
The next one is then?
I don't want them to make a next one, and I don't really care.
Oh no, they got a retcon the last 2.
Do you trust them to do the right thing? Do you trust them? Because they failed.
I do, because
of this franchise.
Now Neo is John Wick. So it might work.
I don't want them to. I don't want.
But DJ,
I don't want them to connect John Wick. John Wick is fine. Don't touch John Wick with your shit. Leave John Wick alone.
but DJ, let me ask you. But you said that Neo was a source to be a bounty hunter.
Yeah, he was a bounty hunter for the Matrix to kill Agent Smith. That's all.
And that's what the Oracle, because Oracle's kind of set him up that way. Is that the theory? Because I'm trying to understand.
No, it's not a theory. At the end of the movie, he goes, "You need to kill the agent and blah blah blah. Leave Zion alone, and I'll get him for you." That's essentially the plot of the end of the movie, where he goes to the Machine City, and they plug him up, and he gets he lets the agent or Agent Smith envelop him, and then he does that because he's connected to the machine city. The Matrix can destroy him. He's essentially just a bounty hunter for the
viruses,
for the Matrix, not for the Oracle, for the Matrix itself. And his payment is they leave Zion alone. That's it.
That's
there
right.
is no
Zion.
It's more like a neutralizer.
Yeah,
it's just like a neutralizer.
He's
what's up,
air
Billy
spray
Dog?
for the
Welcome to
fucking
potty,
agent.
pal.
That's fucking shit. You know what I thought? I thought that after the first one, that they were good. Like he was gonna free everybody that was connected to the Matrix somehow. You know, like it was gonna be some sort of big shit where everybody would starting to wake up.
And then everybody has to eat oatmeal for the rest of the goddamn.
I would recommend watching the first.
People would just
never seen any.
They would say, "Give me the blue
films.
pill," right? They're like, "Fuck that, we're not going."
You've never seen a Matrix film, just watch the first Matrix movie. Watch the animated Matrix thing, and don't watch anything else. And it's fine because the one that shows how the Matrix power, the animated anime one, is really good.
It's freaking great. I love that freaking anthology.
Don't play the games. The games are bad too. Don't do any of that shit.
But look, dude, he is definitely John Wick now.
Look,
Trinity.
I think the shared universe is DJ. You're gonna have to accept it.
The Matrix has COVID. John Wick is healthy. I don't want the Matrix giving John Wick COVID. Get away from John Wick. I don't want John Wick getting connected to any way to this.
But remember, it's the virus, and Neo could kill the virus. He killed.
Somehow this is going to affect John Wick in a negative way.
I think
he'll plug himself into coronavirus. He saves the day.
All right, so I think the fate of the of number 4 hinges on which of the Wachowskis actually had the most influence on 2 and 3, because only one of them is coming back for this one, right?
Oh, that's true.
So if the other one was like a negative influence.
Well,
Zilla, Aisha is wishing Wes a very happy birthday. Mega
Thanks,
wish.
Wes, happy birthday!
Thanks, Greg.
DJ is also wishing. DJ Talks, not Mr. Tibbs, is also wishing Wes a happy birthday.
You know, it's just the first Matrix had balls, you know, but this one is not going to have balls. If you know what I mean.
I see what you did there. You're canceled.
DJ got
You're
it, DJ
automatically
got it.
canceled.
Those
You're canceled
sons of
already.
bitches.
You have the best cancelings. See, kids, Aram there was using a topical joke.
Canceled.
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 Oh, talk about canceled.
Did you ever watch that show they had on is it Netflix? What the fuck was the name of it? Sense 8, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Oh, I tried watching the first episode.
Oh,
it was
how was that?
Fucking terrible.
I couldn't make it to the last
I couldn't get through it. It was weird
Really?
as shit. Not because of
Two
them. It was
seasons
just
were
the
good.
story was all over the place. It was like 5 different characters in 5 different continents, and they
Oh
all
my
were
God.
connected in some way. I don't know.
Well,
It
I
felt like
thought
Cloud
the
Atlas.
First season and half of the second season were good, and then it went off the damn rails. Like it lost its fucking mind. Like I had no idea what was happening anymore, and you couldn't follow it. It was just too hard.
It's too convoluted, I think.
But I thought the first season, the second, and half of the second season had a good path, man. That's the thing with the Wachowskis, man. They a lot of times find a good initial like railway and then derail somewhere.
They're kind of Nolan-y in their concepts creation, and
Yeah,
then they can't
create something
execute.
really fucking awesome, and then they somehow fuck it up with long form. So I don't know how that works.
All right,
Yeah,
Aram.
what's the general consensus on Cloud Atlas?
Yo.
I love fucking Cloud Atlas.
Oh, really? I've never seen that. It's good.
There are things about it I really like.
It's a one-off, dude, and I really like it, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, there are things
The
about it I really
soundtrack
like
is
and things
epic,
about it I
too,
do
The
not.
soundtrack's great. The soundtrack of Cloud Atlas is amazing.
It's
And
not
that's it.
terrible.
Right. Well,
It's not a
Seen
bad
worse.
movie. It's not a sensical movie.
There were parts I liked about it, but then others that I did not.
You ever see Southland Tales? It's kind of like a Southland Talesian.
Somebody
I forgot about
actually
that.
told me
That's on my
that's
list,
so
yeah.
bad and gave me their DVD, and I've never watched it.
You know,
and I
you know what
still have the DVD.
oh yeah.
Soylent Green is all people.
I watched Hamilton this weekend.
Oh, I'm
Just
sorry.
think,
It was good.
yeah, you didn't like it, DJ?
I don't
liked
like
it.
plays.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not a play guy.
Yeah, it's a musical
You should watch
theater.
the Book of
You gotta-
Mormon.
I've seen.
Oh,
Okay,
yes, I heard
that
it's
one.
good.
I have seen. I just don't like
Right.
Cannibal
regular
the musical.
stuff. I think I draw the line at Willy Wonka, and that's it. That's
it was.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was a little rough at first, but then I got into
I'll be
it.
back in a second.
Watching rapping play. It's
I've seen like they were rapping a lot.
It's like, oh, I'm good.
It was hard to get into. Like I think I saw the first hour, and I was like, yeah. Musicals.
My sister loved it. My sister watched it. She was like, "This is great." And I'm like, "Okay, you enjoy that." It's,
Yeah, it's definitely a history course, and
some people like salmon, some people don't. I don't like salmon. It's not for me.
This might seem like really terrible for me to say, but I
Uh-oh.
had no
You're canceled.
idea.
You're canceled, Wes. You're canceled.
I'm canceled already.
You better
I
think
had
twice
no
before you say
idea
it.
why.
The
like
good old
Thomas
days?
Jefferson.
You're talking about the good old days, Wes?
Get your finger on the cancel button. Put your finger over the cancel button. He's about to say it. I
was like, I'm pretty sure Thomas Jefferson was an old white guy.
Cancel.
No, but like I had no idea that they were going for that.
Greg, we're about to play the game that America's talking about. Wes, is he canceled or not?
I thought that was actually a really cool reimagination of everything.
Be careful what you say.
My face is now again on two screens.
Tap dance to the left. See, the computer knew you were saying something canceled worthy.
Right now it's like, get out of here. I had no idea what Hamilton was about going in, so I was equally.
I had a rough
confused.
idea. I saw one scene, like a clip or whatever, and they were rapping, and I was like, oh, okay.
I never saw that, so it did catch me off guard. And I kind of like after the first act or so, I kind of like was like, okay, I got into it, but I don't know. Like I said, I only saw the first hour. I heard the second half was really where it was at. So
it's got the advantage of it not mattering if I like it or not because it's a fucking phenomenon. So I don't feel bad not liking it because it doesn't need me.
So fuck your opinion.
Yeah, my opinion means nothing because everybody in the world
I do it myself.
Yeah, they flocked to watch the damn thing. It wasn't like one of the most downloaded fucking things or watch things when it came out. It came out Disney Plus, right? When it got released.
William, my box.
Like last week or something.
Oh, what? Aram, God.
He had to run away for a second.
We lose Aram? Is that what happened?
Yeah, he had to run away for a second.
So I gotta run soon, but I did come up with a list.
Let's hear this list.
Worst movies.
Let's hear this list.
So
just move to your left a little bit so that you become Max Headroom. There we go, Aram.
This will
thank
determine
you
whether
for
you get uncanceled or not.
Every time you shut your camera down, dude, you got to understand that Wes becomes split in half.
Two-Face.
So weird. So I was going down through like a lot of lists, and it was like I remembered pieces of the movie, but I didn't remember the full thing because I watched it like a long time ago and I forgot about it. And then there were movies like I don't really remember if I've actually seen the whole thing or if I stopped watching when I realized it was really bad. So these are the movies that I watched the full thing and I was like, this was fucking terrible. Why did I watch it? So these aren't in any specific order. I'll just name them down. Pearl Harbor.
Bad.
Another Michael Bay beauty.
Yeah, Michael Bay.
Another Michael Bay one.
Oh, Jesus. Kate Beckinsale's hot, though.
Yeah.
I'm canceled. I canceled myself.
Dude,
for
don't cancel anything over Kate Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale can cancel me all she wants.
Yeah.
Oh, you're canceled, Greg. You're now canceled too. You're canceled too.
The
Wicker Man remake.
Oh, wait, with Nicolas Cage? That's almost so bad. It's a fantastic film.
Which movie was that?
Not the
Wicker Man remake.
Not the fucking bee. Is that the movie he dressed up in a bear suit and punches a woman in the face? Is that happening?
I think so, yeah. So I have two horrible comedies back to back. I wouldn't even call them comedies because they're not funny.
Can I guess one of them?
Okay.
Is one of them Jack and Jill?
So I never saw that.
Oh, okay, good.
That
would be on your list.
Clear.
That would definitely be on your list.
Another Adam Sandler movie that I did watch, and it was one of the worst things I've ever seen. That's My Boy.
Oh, what's right there? They're the same movie. They're the same.
Yeah.
Another Adam Sandler produced movie that he was not in.
Bucky Larson.
Bucky Larson.
Oh,
Wow, you have a thing for Sandler.
Woo, Bucky Larson. Woo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Awful.
You know, I saw
He's
Nick
got it
Swartzen and out live one time.
How was he?
He looks
It was actually
drugged out
pretty
of his
funny.
mind now. I don't know if you've seen him recently.
Oh yeah, he's bloated. He's all coked
Yeah,
up
he's
and drunk
big.
and shit. Yeah.
Not doing well.
No.
Not doing well,
You know
Bucky
what?
Larson.
I'm one of those guys that loves Grandma's Boy. I don't care. I don't care
Oh,
what.
Grandma's Boy was fine.
I love it.
There's
All
other
right,
Adam
good, all
Sandler
right,
movies
good.
where they didn't care. They didn't really give a
There's
shit.
like so many dumb quotable
no.
lines in that movie.
You know what movie I like by Adam
it's
Sandler
okay
that
for
people
dumb quotable lines, but not Clone Wars.
I like Zohan. I like Zohan a lot. I don't know
I
why I
never,
like
I
Zohan.
don't think I
Sorry.
saw Zohan.
It's
I
not
tried.
good, but it's funny in certain
Yeah.
parts.
I think that movie's fucking hilarious.
The part where he's chasing the guy and he shoots
Dude,
the bullet
it's pretty
and he catches
goddamn
it.
yeah, it's pretty fucking funny, dude. Like
It has parts that are hilarious.
I think it's one of the last Sandler movies that's actually fucking hilarious.
yeah.
Dude.
I like Zohan. I'm
Yeah.
unapologetically a Zohan fan.
Yeah, it's good.
What else you got, Wes?
Next on my list is Jason X.
Oh, come on.
Wow,
That's a
Jason in
good
space.
One, dude.
That is
I
the
love
one in
Jason
space. Yeah.
Jason in space.
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, they did the sleeping bag gag. You know, come on.
Yeah, they did,
I mean,
he had
it's
the
an
new mask,
homage
the
to
chrome
bullshit.
mask in that movie.
That movie makes fun of itself. Like you
Oh,
can't
so-
you can't like say a
Somebody has Jason X on Blu-ray, apparently.
Oh no. I don't own moving part movies.
The chrome mask. The
I
chrome
refuse
mask.
to,
Yeah.
like, have
This movie
spinning
wasn't good.
discs.
This movie wasn't good.
There we go. That's the image everybody wants to see.
I gotta- Okay.
No, that movie's a piece of shit. I'm just fucking with everybody.
The next one was actually let me make sure that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the next one was a movie that actually came out like a year or two ago. It was one I was actually excited for whenever I saw the trailer and saw the cast and everything. But
What's up, Lewis?
it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Did somebody try to guess it?
No. Lewis just popped in.
It came out a year ago, you said, and it's one of the worst movies you've ever seen.
Yeah, can you guess it?
Oh, fuck. 2019. What was
It might have been 2018. I can't remember exactly when.
Give me genre. What genre is it?
It was at least 2018 because I was living in my old apartment when we watched it. I would say mystery suspense.
Oh, is it Serenity?
No,
Oh, fuck.
Dark Crimes.
no. It has a big name.
That's a good
actor
one,
in it.
Greg.
Yeah,
And
where
I
the
mean,
fuck
that's
did you even
Jim Carrey's
pull
a pretty
that
big
out of,
name.
dude? Like,
What
Serenity's bad too. I'll just put it out there. That's
Wait, what did Greg guess?
Dark Crimes with fucking Jim
What?
Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
I've seen that. I've never even heard of it.
It's
I never
really
even
don't
heard of
worry
it,
about
dude.
it, bro.
Yeah.
It's bad.
You gave me the genre. I think that fits.
So
yeah, it probably does.
Michael Fassbender and the Snowman.
Oh, Snowman, the Snowman. Oh, the
never saw it.
Snowman.
Never saw it.
With Val Kilmer in a fucking dubbed voice. Yeah.
Literally, I remember actually saying, "What the fuck?" in the last third because they just skip so many crucial
no idea what
plot
you're talking
points.
Didn't the director say something like they didn't let him finish the movie or something?
Yeah, apparently, they ran out of money before they finished
Well,
shooting.
you're looking for it?
the movie. So.
William needs a quick synopsis.
Yeah, I have
There
no
is
idea
none.
what
There's
you're
no
talking
end
about.
of the
Basically, they're hunting a serial killer.
It kills people
And
with
he puts their heads in
calling
snowmen, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
So
I know Rebecca
this
Ferguson's in it, and I love
expression
Rebecca Ferguson. That's all I
This
remember.
expression in this frame is how I feel about
His
about-
name is Harry
have no
Hole,
idea.
by the way. His name is Harry Hole. That's his fucking name. I'm not even joking. Look it up. His name is Harry Hole.
He's like, what?
What's my name?
What?
That movie's bad. That's a good call right there. I mean,
It
when
was one of the
director-
worst movies I've ever seen.
When they can't even finish the movie, admittedly, you know the movie's bad.
And the previews looked like it was going to be good.
Yeah,
I
saw
know,
Rebecca
I was
Ferguson.
actually pretty excited for it.
J.K. Simmons is in this movie, I think. Isn't J.K. Simmons in this too?
He is.
Yeah, it has a whole bunch of good actors in it.
Another thing, he kind of comes out of nowhere.
Y'all gonna get Simmons.
When I heard they dubbed Val Kilmer, I was like, oh no, this is when I kind of realized he was going through the voice thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw, oh well, it's got Rebecca Ferguson, and I love Rebecca Ferguson. Fassbender's great. And then I heard, like, before I even watched it, there was all the shit you started coming out, like, yeah, the director guy that got kicked off the movie, they didn't finish the movie, they didn't have a client, they never had the ending of the movie shot, some crazy shit like that. I'm like, what the? Why would I watch this? It's no end. Like you ripped out the last 10 pages of the novel.
Yeah.
Mm. My number one worst movie of all time that I absolutely fucking hated.
Yeah.
Can anyone guess? It's
genre. Give me a genre.
Another suspense.
Freddy got fingered. Oh no.
Another suspense
Daddy,
movie.
do you want some sausage?
Suspense.
Some of the worst acting I've ever seen.
Oh no, this could be fucking any suspense, bad
it could
acting.
be anything.
And somebody actually I call a bad actor all the time because of this movie. Who's a really popular actor.
The Happening?
Yes.
Yes, that's right. The Happening.
I would say sci-fi suspense. Sci-fi suspense, but yes, Happening is a fucking bad
definitely
movie.
not Zoe.
That was horrible.
Oh, God,
It's
That was on my list, you son of a
No, I'm not. No, we're not gonna hurt you. No.
What are you talking about?
The fucking wind. The fucking wind.
That's the movie where they outrun wind. They outrun wind in that movie. Yes. Happening. Yeah, that's a
Wind
bad
is
one.
making people kill themselves? Are you fucking kidding me?
You know it's
No,
bad when
Greg,
he
it's
picked
the
The Happening
trees.
over Lady in the Water. So that's you know.
I never saw that one.
Don't worry, it's another one you can just skip
Like
on
I said,
past.
usually when people say movies
That's
are
one
bad, I trust their opinion and don't watch them. So
I've not met anybody that's like Lady in the Water.
No. Everybody in this picture is giving a proper introduction to this movie right now.
Why?
That-
What
that
have we
is-
done
that
to
is-
deserve this?
That is when the studio says you have to promote this movie.
This was
That's
M. Night
that's what
Shyamalan's
they-
first R-rated
That's what
movie.
they say. Like,
No, is it?
Did
Was
you
it his
guys-
first R-rated movie? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was. The Happening was.
Because Sixth Sense
That was
R-rated.
one of its
remember
promotional
being
thing. It's rated R, you know.
Yeah.
Did you guys like or hate The Village?
I hated the ending.
Yeah, I liked it up
That was the
until
part I didn't like.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty. I thought it was actually pretty. I thought it was doing everything well until the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
The
Joaquin Phoenix is really
suspense
good.
was
in it.
really good.
Joaquin is good.
Sorry.
Joaquin,
Bryce,
yeah.
Yeah,
Bryce
he
Dallas
was
Howard is
good.
good. At the end
My
of the
wife
season.
loves that movie. I don't know if I would say love, but she likes it. And actually, like if it's on TV, she'll watch it. If
I
she
remember
sees
watching
it
that
on.
at the Cinemark in Davie, Florida, and after the movie ended, I went to the bathroom, and I guess somebody else was in the bathroom with me, and that just came out of the movie, and I just heard them say that was the worst fucking thing I ever seen.
God.
I was like, okay, good. I have, because I thought I was alone. Like, man, I didn't really like that, and then I heard that guy say that. I was like, okay, good. Thank God, I'm not alone on an island here.
I felt like Lady in the Water was like a film festival, like short film, from
Super
the college
pretentious,
kids.
super.
Yeah. Like I didn't think it was bad. I just felt like it was like a stepping stone for a filmmaker's movie. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
like a short film that someone aspiring made. It felt weird that it was like Shyamalan's, and
That's
then
what
I
sucks
saw
because
Airbender.
I really was rooting for him after he did Split, because I really like Split. I was like, okay, maybe he's
Split
coming
was
back.
a comeback, dude.
Yeah, and then Glass comes out, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
fuck,
Yeah.
here we go.
I
Back
still
to-
haven't gotten the
know.
full way through it.
It's so bad.
I tried.
I didn't. I couldn't do it.
The ending is one of
tried,
the
but I
worst
can't do it.
fucking endings.
Well, they try and every time they try and explain, like, so his main thing is like you don't explain shit. Like it is what it is, and then at the end make your own damn decision. Lately, like, he hasn't had a movie in a long time, but like lately, his thing has been like, I'm gonna explain everything. I'm gonna give you all the exposition you want, and then he did that with Airbender and fucked it up, and he did it with Glass, and Although on first viewing, I actually liked Glass. Second viewing, I was like, "What the fuck,
Yeah,
dude?"
it's
Like,
bad.
it's pretty bad. Like,
it's a subverted expectations movie where it's like,
well, it's too much goddamn exposition in too short a time, and that ruins everything. There's no tension anymore.
And we skipped right over After Earth. Speaking of Will Smith, which is another fucking awful movie by Shyamalan. Ding Dong, that was bad.
Another Will Smith movie that was terrible.
But
7 Pounds.
Yeah, you're a 7 Pounds hater, huh? You don't like the jellyfish scenes, huh?
I just thought that movie was like way overly saturated with sadness. Like,
Yeah,
it's super over dramatic. It's very Hallmark Channel kind of. Not that movie should have been like it would be a Netflix movie if it came out now. It's not a movie.
It was super fucking like just depressing. All right. Wait, since we're on depressing, I just wanted to throw out 2 honorable mentions tonight. Kelly Preston died.
Aram hit it. I don't know why I'm laughing right as you're saying that.
I know that
was the worst
like,
timing.
Bad timing, buddy.
Aram hit his
brutal.
screen, so I'm back in like the split boxes. That's what I was laughing at.
I think his wife has like the 9 tails, the cat of 9 tails, and like whips him every now and then. Like, he sees it coming, so he just like turns the camera off. Yeah, man. Kelly Preston died. That means John Travolta's lost his wife and his son.
Oh God, I forgot he lost his son. Fuck.
Yeah.
I literally forgot till now he lost his son.
He lost his whole fucking family now. She was
Good
only
God,
15.
bro.
They had 4 kids together.
Oh,
they did? Okay. I thought he only had 1 kid. I was like, man, that's
It's
fucking
still
awful,
fucked
bro.
up, man. He lost.
It's still bad. Yeah.
She wasn't even 60 yet. So
No.
and
And
she
you
was
lost
in Twins. This bed
what'd you
is
say?
lumpy. I just want to throw that out there.
And you lost Fujihara from Mythbusters, which fucking broke
That
me.
was my next one that I was going to say.
That
Yeah,
hurt
right.
me, bro, because I used to watch Mythbusters religiously.
Yeah.
Well, who didn't, right? Like,
I mean, that show was great, and he
He
was
worked on
awesome.
Star Wars.
yeah, Sam Witwer said the last time I saw
Yeah, he did Star
Fujihara,
Wars,
he was
yeah.
making a Baby Yoda to show the kids.
yeah.
I'm like, damn, bro, this
Yeah.
is horrible.
Dude, he had one of those bullshit aneurysms where he just like eating cereal and fell in his fucking soup and died, man.
Kick ass reference, good job. Yeah, it sucks, man.
If you got to go one way, though, that's the way to go.
Yeah, right. You don't even know.
Quick and painless.
Yeah. I agree. But I've had friends, like parents, that like the reason I brought that up with the soup thing is because they were like literally eating soup and they were talking and like going ha ha ha, ha and they right in the soup and
Yeah.
that was that.
What is is there a warning signs for that? Because that's one of the
No.
scariest
Nope.
things ever, bro. It's
No
like
warning sign unless you have an MRI, like to see that that's there and then they can treat it. Like it's a bubble that happens in a vein or an artery, and it pops, and then and that's it. As soon as it pops, you die instantly.
it's fucking awful, man. That's
Yeah.
when
But,
I first
you
heard
know,
about
I
it.
agree
I was,
with Greg. It's like probably the best way to go.
yeah, I mean, but Dan, there's no, you don't have time to say goodbye. That's why I don't like it. It's just like that's
Best
it.
way to go. You don't have to think about it. You're eating. You're probably having a good time. You're laughing because you're creating blood pressure, which is what makes it pop. So you're probably either you could be sad,
no.
but you're probably like having a good time. You know, most people that have an aneurysm and die like that are like laughing and shit.
Okay, then I'm gonna stop laughing. We got to stop having fun here, guys. Let's bring it down. Bring the room down because we're laughing too much. And it's Wes' birthday. Happy birthday, Wes.
Happy
Wes,
birthday,
man.
Wes. On that note, happy birthday, Wes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say on the real low
Wait,
tone.
I'm
there,
talking.
you know.
I'm talking to your left eye.
Yeah, I'm talking to your right eye. I mean, we're talking to 2 different eyes.
I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. Which box should I fit in?
Dan, I thought you were
Yeah,
dead.
there you go. If you lean to that side, then you're right inside the guy blowing farts into your face. No, the other side. There you go.
Oh, no.
Take a big whiff.
Stop being humorous.
Do we
You gotta
go
be
through everybody's
serious.
list? By the way, I know we just had that whole sad sign-off thing, but do we go through everybody's list?
Aram is the only list we haven't gone through yet.
I know, and he vanished, man.
All right, I got a couple we can talk
Oh,
about.
you got some
real
good.
quick.
Give us some, Greg.
Go for it.
All right. Let me hit you. We already talked about, Suicide Squad and Jupiter Ascending, and
Horrible.
we mentioned Jack and Jill, which is a fucking total abortion.
Piece of crap.
So bad.
The only
Dunkin',
movie
what is it? What is it? The Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh,
stuff.
Dunkaccino.
Dunkaccino.
Yeah,
That's it.
That should just be
Dunkaccino.
product
Jesus
placement for the movie. I know we talked about Transformers,
So
which
bad.
is product placement, the movie part 2.
Yeah, which
Jack
one?
and
Which
Jill.
one are you talking about? You got to be more specific with that.
All of them. All of them. We'll put all of them together. The only movie I ever walked out of in my life was the Big Hit.
Oh,
Mark
speaking of
Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg and Bokeem
No,
Woodbine and Lou Diamond
What is
Phillips.
it with Wahlberg, dude?
Oh, I saw it in the theater too. That was,
I mean, it was
We've
just
had
one of
this
those movies.
conversation.
Yeah, it was just one of those movies that just tried way too hard to be cool and edgy, and it just showed up.
I'm gonna tell you how they got me, Greg. That was before I knew what marketing was.
What's up, brother?
Oh yeah.
They would say in the marketing from the people who brought you. I think it was a John Woo movie, and I was like,
Later,
I love John
I
Woo.
didn't realize you left.
And I thought that John Woo had something to do with
See you
it.
Friday.
So I watched it because I thought he had something to do with it. And I realized later that, oh no, he just probably put his name as an executive producer and had nothing to do with this movie.
Exactly. It was a way to get his name out into Hollywood.
Right, exactly. So
the
I didn't know that
movie
at the
I saw,
time.
like Lou
Yeah.
Diamond Phillips.
Total abortion of a movie.
So bad.
Oh, so bad.
So bad.
I'll cut you.
We mentioned I don't think anybody mentioned, well, we talked about Last Airbender, but Dragon Ball Z.
Oh man,
God!
With Tom Cruise's son from War of the Worlds.
Yeah. Total another whitewashing movie. Okay.
Jesus, that movie's bad. Wait, isn't
movie.
Lizzie Kaplan in that movie? I think she's
I
Bulma.
Honestly, I don't even remember.
I know Spike from Buffy's in that movie. He's Piccolo.
Yes.
I think it's Liz Kaplan. It's somebody who's an actress of note where you're like, really? Why are you in this? What's going on? Oh, and by the way, Chow Yun fucking Fat is in that movie as
yes.
Yoshi
No,
or Grandmaster Yoshi.
I think you're thinking of DJ. I think you're thinking of the girl from that was it not Billions, that the Showtime show.
Lizzie Kaplan.
Emmy Rossum.
Oh, is it Emmy Rossum? Sorry, I get them confused. You're right.
I gotta disagree with the cultural whitewashing thing because they're fucking aliens.
But it's an Asian show.
That
so.
doesn't matter.
I don't know.
All the Asians in Asian shows aren't fucking Asians. So
listen, I don't know the lore.
Even if even if you're right, they cast the wrong fucking actor because he's horrible. He's horrible as Goku.
No. I'm not defending the fucking movie, but look at the picture up there. It's not like they didn't try and cast like legit Asian people. Like, so Goku wasn't
okay. All right,
Asian.
fine. I will retract that statement. But I don't know, Goku, and then you get Justin Chatsworth. What's his name? Whatever his name is.
Like his name is, I don't even know.
Yeah.
He's awful.
Epic movie and any of those types of.
There hasn't been a good spoof movie since Scary Movie 1. So yeah.
Exactly. Agreed. Scary Movie 2, that was pretty good. Wasn't that they grab my good hand? Wasn't that Scary Movie 2?
Is that the one where they kill the guy with the dick in the bathroom?
Pia,
is that Omar Epps or something?
I don't remember.
The sound of
all I can remember is the guy with the small hand. That's all I need to know. We mentioned The Happening, Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh
shit!
Raid from the sky. I can do that like impersonation, but I don't want to have a aneurysm that will scare the shit out of me. So I'm just gonna Raid from the sky.
Listen, me and my nerdy friends, we were kind of looking forward to it. My friend, what? We're here.
I'm right here.
Where the hell did we lost?
We lost Wes.
Wes and Aram.
Oh, Wes did say he had to go. Did he just completely locked out?
Nah, he wouldn't have did the Irish
guy. Check the chat. Do you do it?
I'm looking. Oh, here he is. He's back.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what was going on with my program.
Oh. All right. Well, it's all good. You're back. Yeah. So Dungeons and Dragons. It was just such a disappointment because I was looking forward to it then, and all my friends were looking forward to it. And when the previews came out, they all kind of dipped out and said, "Oh no, that looks bad."
Isn't that the one? Is that the Marlon Wayans one? Or is that Double Dragon? I'm thinking.
Yes,
of?
That is Marlon Wayans.
Here we go.
Yes.
I'm pulling it up now with the guy.
I mean, the problem was like the main. It was Marlon Wayans was the big star of that movie, and you're just like, okay, Marlon, really?
And then Double Dragons with Scott Wolf and the bad guy from John Wick, Parabellum, right? The
kid that played the lead in that movie just is a terrible actor.
Yeah. Yeah,
he's a
awful.
bad actor. I don't know what he's from, but everything I've ever seen him in, he's like, he does not know how to act.
Not good. No. Jeremy Irons, I don't know what he was thinking with that.
I don't know.
Jeremy Irons
is a great actor.
Yeah, but he does some stuff like Cage, where he'll pull some crazy rolls out of his ass. Like,
he's one of my favorite Alfreds. I give him that. He's Scar.
Yeah. No, dude, he's great as Ozymandias, man.
Oh, I mean, listen, he's fantastic.
It's just a shame. It's just a shame with a property like Dungeons and Dragons that it got that as a movie. You know. So here's the hoping that better days are ahead with that.
There's definitely better days.
I don't know, man. We just came off of Game of Thrones that had worser days.
I mean, I don't know. But you can only go one way, and that's up after that movie.
Anyway.
I mean,
even
literally,
Sideways
West
is better.
Which one?
Yeah, I don't know. Sideways. That's a good movie.
Oh yeah, that is a good movie.
Wes mentioned The Happening, and I had that on my list when he mentioned it, so we don't need to go over that again. But what a disaster!
What a fucking bad movie.
Son of the Mask. I have to go with that.
How dare you? How dare you bring up one of the worst fucking atrocious movies ever?
I'll just let you guys go. I'll just bring up the title.
What a fucking movie!
I think that one takes the cake on it.
That movie is bad. Isn't that the one with the dog gets the mask on his face?
You wait till I get to my number one, William. You know, I'll get there.
I can't even get an image for it, man.
All right.
The Mask has ties with Thor, by the way.
First of all, I am.
The Mask is Loki.
Loki. Yes, you're right. First of all, I am not a fan of the first Mask. I thought it was a fucking abomination of a movie.
I'm not a huge Mask fan, but I'm not against it. I'm just not a huge Mask.
The best thing about that movie were Cameron Diaz's legs.
You're either you're canceled, Greg. You're either a Mask fan or Ace Ventura fan.
DJ's the what's it called? The police, the cancel police.
You can't say anything about a woman. You can't even open the door for a woman.
Turn your camera on, goddamn.
Just say that Cameron Diaz was great.
Why? Why you gotta go?
Oh, Wes.
All right, Wes.
What's up?
All right, brother.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you,
man.
Happy birthday,
man. Enjoy your night.
It's been a pleasure. I absolutely love talking about the worst movies with
Great
you
having
guys.
You, man. Wes, what's your channel, man?
Thinking Art Entertainment.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
We do all kinds of filmmaking stuff over there.
Okay. Just subscribed right now. Awesome.
Cool. Thank you. Do you have a channel?
No.
Okay.
I don't have a channel.
Why you say it so? No.
No, you know, it's funny. It's funny. It's because I'm thinking about maybe doing something, but I just really wouldn't know what to talk about because because I have this interest with the cameras and movies, and I also have fragrance and stuff. So I don't know. It could be a bunch of things. I don't know.
You could talk about like long, smooth shafts that smell good.
That's another channel. You see? What I mean?
YouTube,
long
that's straight Pornhub. You're going right to Pornhub with that one. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go right to Pornhub.
So those are 3 amazing channels that I could do right there.
Combine them. I think you got onto something, man.
There's a winner in there somewhere.
All right, Wes.
Wes, happy birthday, man, you old bastard.
Thank you. Thank you.
Old son of a bitch.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for all the well wishes. I will see you guys next week.
Yep. Awesome. Be sure to change from briefs to boxers now that you're crusty and your balls are sagging.
Eat your Metamucil, drink your alfalfa sprouts, all that good stuff.
You just change your underwear in general. That's all.
Wash your goddamn hands and shave that nutsack. All right, brother. Peace out.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good one, man. Happy birthday, brother.
What was your number one, Greg? Was it
all right? All right, real quick. I got a couple right before that one. I got Rollerball remake.
Oh man, John McTiernan, you kill my heart. The director of Die Hard. Oh
no, I didn't kill your heart. He killed your heart.
Oh no, he directed the greatest action movie of all time. Then did Rollerball with Chris Klein. No.
Yes. No.
Exactly. Which one did he direct? He directed Die Hard.
Die Hard and Predator. And Hunt for Red October. You want to talk about 3 fucking epic fucking movies? Yeah. And then Rollerball. And Thomas Crown Affair, and then Rollerball.
Oh, Thomas Crown Affair was a good one too.
Yeah. I actually like that movie, man.
We said Attack of the Clones. We said Attack of the Clones, but episode 1 still takes the cake for me.
Really? Over
Absolutely.
Attack of the Clones?
Over Attack of the Clones. At least Attack of the Clones had a little war action.
Find my mother.
That's it. That's it. All right, but my absolute number one movie of all time, or worst movie of all time, is Highlander 2.
Oh, we talked about this last week, didn't we?
We already brought that
I
up.
still gotta watch part 1.
Yeah, we talked about this last week. It is bad. It's bad.
It's
We went
just
off
like,
on
okay.
it, actually.
I mean, listen. All right, well, I'm not gonna. I'll try not to recover that.
No, recover it. It's bad. It needs to be.
Man,
Okay.
it
So,
happened. Like,
you have a great story. The first movie is such an awesome story. Such an awesome story, awesome soundtrack. And then they erased it all and said, oh no, aliens.
Yeah. I think it's what they based the cartoon after. Yes, there was a Highlander cartoon where they did the
poor
Captain.
Michael Ironside. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
But we went into detail on this, man. There are several versions.
9 versions of this movie.
Of that movie, man.
It didn't deserve a okay, you got the theatrical version and director's cut. Okay, I can buy that.
Yeah.
After that, it's still terrible. It doesn't deserve any more cuts. Sorry.
No, there's no way to save that movie, man.
Nothing.
Right.
You can't save
I think
that
there's a
movie.
Redux version coming out though.
Oh God.
Ridley Scott gets his hands on the final cut.
They're doing they're completely remaking it.
Yeah, I've heard they've been trying to remake it for a minute.
Remake of the Highlander, fine.
Yeah.
No. I heard it was greenlit. So.
Somebody big was doing it. It was some.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Who the fuck was it?
It just happened like 3 days ago or 4 days ago, dude.
Yeah, no, but they've been trying to it's been in production. I mean, it's for a minute now. Like the remake.
Yeah.
I just fucking cannot remember who did it. And the director was somebody big. Like, hold on, Highlander remake. Hold on. Highlander 2020 director. I don't know. Oh, they're showing me the truck. Highlander movie 2020. How about that?
Highlander.
Toyota Highlander.
Speaking of,
ladies and gentlemen,
is that what you're looking for? No, it's not
Miscast.
Oh, you know who it is? I remember now. It's the director of John motherfucking Wick, David Leitch. That's why I was excited.
Maybe they'll actually hire a Scotsman to do the fucking Highlander instead of a French dude.
Hey, get Cillian Murphy. Isn't he Scottish?
How many Scottish directors are there though?
Oh, probably not.
That you know of.
No,
I'll look
a
up Scottish
Scottish actor, man. Like
it's Saoirse Ronan. She's Scottish. Get her in there.
How about old boy from Wanted? What the hell's his name? James.
He's not Scottish. I don't think. You talking about James McAvoy?
Yeah, he is Scottish.
Is he Scottish? Okay.
McAvoy, motherfucker.
He could be Irish. I have no fucking idea.
Oh no, he's Scottish.
I'm looking at Scottish directors here, and you don't know any of them. Probably the only one I can think of is probably Kevin McDonald, which I think he did. Paul McGowan is Scottish. Peter Capaldi's an actor, so I wouldn't count him. Donnie Boyd, David Tennant is Scottish. Brian Cox, also Scottish.
Yeah, but I'm thinking McAvoy, dude. Like he's
very short though.
I know,
very
but
very
so's
small
Tom
man.
Cruise, man. So.
Yeah. Karen Gillan is Scottish. Why don't you get a female Highlander star of the movie?
Oh no, I'm you know what? I'm all good with like female like heroes, but I'm tired.
Cancel culture. Get your finger on the button. Here it comes.
Tired of
here it comes.
Replacing.
Here it comes.
Already set in male characters.
Cancel.
Make female characters that are
canceled.
Female characters. Fine, cancel my ass. That's why we're double wings, you sons of bitches. I'm already in hell. Strong women need their own strong characters, man. Stop
but a David Leitch directed Highlander movie could be cool because the action is going to be tight. The sword fight is going to be.
It would
fantastic.
be cool. Yeah.
Oh shit, it's gonna be fucking epic, dude. Like
he's a good writer.
Yeah.
I don't care. You want to do a female Highlander, fine, but don't fucking call it a reboot. That's all I have to say.
I don't know if it's a reboot. Are we sure it's a reboot or is it a continuation or?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a reboot.
Yeah, I've been hearing it's a reboot, man. Like so.
So you want to
have he's not gonna be like, "How you doing? I am French, and I am also the Highlander." He'll be
is that your Scottish accent here? Is that what you're giving us here?
Oui, I have the cheese, and I still gonna die.
Okay, I'm looking at Scottish actors who could be a Highlander. First off, you got a pretty good swordsman in Ewan McGregor. He's Scottish. You got your boy James McAvoy, of course. You got Sean Connery, who was Scottish. Billy Connolly.
Yes,
He's
not
pretty
Billy
old.
Collins. He's crusty as fuck.
Kevin McKidd from he was from
He can play
Rome.
Ramirez though. Connolly can play Ramirez.
Kevin McKidd, yeah.
But Ramirez is Egyptian, so let's get someone like ethnic.
What a
Tommy
Cancel!
Flanagan. Not a lot of big Scottish actors. Not a lot.
What about Remy Malek as Ramirez?
Remy Malek is half Egyptian. I think he's full Egyptian, isn't he?
Yeah, right. He'd
Also
be
very
perfect.
small. Remy Malek could fit in your pocket, so I don't know if you want to have. He's not that as intimidating as
I know, but he'd be a sweet ninja.
You'd have to have a very skinny sort of rapier.
What about Oded Fier? He could be Ramirez. Haven't used Oded Fier in a minute.
Is he still? Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is he still acting?
Last time I saw him, he was in a Resident Evil movie, so I have no idea if he's even.
Wasn't he?
Dude, Pia said.
Wasn't he in like the? Oh gosh.
Pia said, "I'm the sexiest and hate lizards, so you're canceled."
Well, sex isn't easy. I told you. Can't say that, man. Can't say that.
Canceled.
Canceled.
Oh wait, there's your boy Gerard Butler. Why is he not on this list? He's Scottish. Oh, so is Rob Stark. He's Scottish.
Oh, Gerard Butler would be.
Richard
pretty
Madden is
good,
Scotch,
man.
and he's not small. He can use.
What
he can use
about
some-
What about what's that dude from Sin City, man? What the fuck's his name?
Clive Owen's British.
Clive Owen, dude.
He's British as hell.
But he could probably do a
Super Brit.
Scottish accent.
I don't know. Even his British accent sounds not British. He doesn't even does one thing.
Pix says not sexiest. God damn it.
Sexist, buddy. Sexist. He told you got canceled. Told you. I told you not to do it. Tried to warn him, coach. Tried to warn
My
him.
spanking has been implemented. All right,
Peter
guys,
Capaldi would be a great Ramirez, but that's because he's funny. He's not really a sword fighter, but
no. He's too silly. Yeah. He's
But
He's
Highlander
hilarious.
2, I mean, I picked Highlander 2 because it was such a letdown after
oh
the
yeah,
first one. And I
there is
remember
no
ranking
doubt
this movie-
about the badness of
Let
that
me write
movie.
it down. I'm gonna watch it.
Don't
this week,
really.
I've
You
never
don't have
seen
to.
it, dude.
I've never seen the first one, man.
What?
Just watch the
Oh,
first
watch the
one.
first. You gotta watch the first one first.
Just
then
watch the
other.
first
Yeah,
one.
the first one. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the first
Yeah,
one.
Watch the first one and then watch the
fucking
second one.
don't-
Do it to you. I want to see what your opinion is.
Yeah, please.
They said that
I'm gonna probably like the second one better.
it was
That's your
just
homework.
it was just reported that Christopher Nolan's Tenet has to.
You know
make-
what? I'm gonna like the second one better just to piss you guys off. What do you think
Oh,
about
here
that?
we go. You're
Do it.
All
canceled.
right.
Do it.
Oh,
Cancel,
you say that
cancel.
now. You say that now.
You do
man.
that.
But your
They said
thoughts are
that
canceled.
Christopher Nolan's Tenet reportedly needs to make $800 million to break even
Oh
at
my
the worldwide
goodness!
box office, probably because of all these fucking delays.
All these commercials
Yeah,
to keep the marketing machine going.
that's why Black Widow hasn't released another trailer because they're like, well, we just ran our whole ad campaign. We have to get money to run another ad campaign.
Dude, all the fucking food campaign ads that were for Wonder Woman ran in the stores when there was no Wonder
Right?
Woman.
Yeah.
Talk about
I mean,
a waste
they
of
released. I
fucking
finally saw that.
millions.
You see that shot of Cheetah that they released the 3D?
No.
Yeah. It was on.
It
TV
looked good.
and shit.
It
was
looked real
fucking
good.
terrible.
Can you put
You
it?
didn't like it?
Oh, good and terrible.
You didn't like it, huh? Oh, wow! I liked it. For what they could do.
No, it was terrible. They ran it with no movie.
Oh no, I was just saying that
Like-
the actual what they're gonna make her look like. I thought was okay.
Oh yeah, no, I'm down, dude. I've been wanting to. It's we've already supposed to have seen the goddamn movie.
Yeah, we've
so,
seen most like 90% of
Yeah.
the fucking Wonder Woman movie.
Like it's ridiculous.
Can you put up the cheetah one?
Let me see if I can find a picture. Hold on. Cheetah. It's like 3D, so it's hard to like tell what she looks like, but it's still you can tell what she looks like, but it's not like a clear shot. Cheetah
But-
Wonder Woman 84.
But it's gonna be like the one we see in
It's
the
so hard
the
to, like,
cartoons, right?
picture-
with like
a
the
little.
tits all
Her
out.
hair is wet, and
It's
the
like furry
cartoon.
tits.
Yes, but her hair is wet, so it's kind of like pulled back instead of like it is in the cartoon.
Yeah, they're not. It's not coming up, man.
I found it. Hold on. I'll give it to
All
you.
right. It's so hard to picture the actress though being.
I know, right?
character.
Yeah,
it's so
I'm not a
difficult.
big fan of her
Wig?
casting. I think they should have used Sarah Paulson, but that's just me.
Oh yeah, that would have been a good choice, man.
All right, here's the. Oh, come on, link. I have the link.
Is
right
that
here. Hold
that's not it? No.
on. No, I haven't given it to you yet. It didn't copy. Now I'm
I
giving
hope
it to you.
to
Hold-
God that's not it.
No, hold on a second. I haven't given it to you yet. I haven't hit paste yet, so it definitely wasn't what I gave you. Here it is. Here's the link. It's a side by side.
Is she taking shrooms?
Well, it's 1984, buddy. I don't know if you remember 1984. It was very
shroomy.
Oh shit! Oh, I get it. Yeah,
it's like a 3D.
Oh
shot.
no, the hologram shit. But
yeah, the hologram. Yeah. You scroll down, it's a body shot. But yeah, it looks better than I thought because it's like going to be very difficult to do anything that looks like that after Cats that doesn't freak you the fuck out.
As long as she doesn't have like weird crotch areas.
She has that what is it called, the Robert Palmer hair like model. Do you remember
the slick back look?
Yeah, slick back. Yeah,
slick back her hair. Because in the cartoon she has like Wonder Woman hair, but they just
what's gonna happen though? Like in the movie, she's gonna walk in front of the camera. You know how she's gonna break the fourth fucking wall? She's gonna stick her asshole in the cameras and lift up her tail.
Okay.
Cancel?
I'm there with you.
I'm gonna say cancel.
I might actually go see it for that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all these shots of
the
this art for the Wonder Woman, the golden armor. That golden armor has grown on me. I really, really like it.
Oh yeah, I'm down, dude. I'm down with the movie. I want to fucking see it. I've been waiting for.
You'll see it in about 2 years. It'll come out.
Yeah, in 2 fucking years. It's ridiculous, dude. Like,
I sent you a link to the post where they have the golden.
We're never gonna
armor.
get in a movie theater at fucking this rate. Not in Florida. Everybody else be watching this movie. We'll be fucked.
We were supposed to go. I went back to work all last week to prepare the movie theater to open on the 24th. And I fixed all the projectors. I had to change out all this shit. I do all this fucking technical shit. And then 2 days ago, we get an email. Yeah, we're not opening.
Oh no!
So indefinitely, we're waiting. Whenever they go phase 3 is when we'll open. Whenever the fuck that will be.
Yeah, it's a bastardization of the universe, dude. Like we shut down way too early, man. We should have shut down like a month ago, not like 3 months ago. It would have been fine. We'd been all good.
New Zealand is straight. They lock their borders and they have like 0 cases on their fucking island. They're good to go. New Zealand's like, we're straight. Anybody want to film Lord of the Rings 5? We got it. We got you.
I think what was it, like 15,000 cases in one day or something?
15,000.
I think it was 20,000 one day.
Oh my god!
Some crazy shit.
Yeah, and a shit ton of people I know have gone down. So it's now it's not close to home. It's in my wheelhouse. So
yeah. It's a matter of time.
Yeah,
we're all doomed.
That's why we can't have nice things. What'd you say?
I said we're all doomed.
Everybody handles it different, man. Everybody like has a different reaction. I think the only thing I've heard from everybody I know that has been going through it is loss of taste and smell and body aches. But everybody else's experience, like going through it, is drastically different. So it just depends on how healthy you are.
A quick non sequitur. Who made this fan poster? Who said this? Oh, Vivica Fox. You see this Zendaya Kill Bride poster?
Yes. Yeah, that's Boss Logic, right?
Yeah, Boss Logic.
Boss
I'm not
Logic
for this idea. I think I don't want this to continue.
I don't know. The poster is fucking dope, though.
The poster is awesome because Boss Logic is the shit, but it's
what?
Okay. Context. Vivica Fox said she wants Zendaya to play her daughter in the sequel to Kill Bill.
Oh, yeah.
And Boss Logic took a shot of Zendaya, which I'm going to put in the chat in about 2 seconds, where it's called Kill Bride, not Kill Bill, and it looks fucking awesome.
It's not Kill Bride. Wasn't there something other?
No. Boss Logic calls it Kill Bride. He tweeted it out,
I got you.
and he put a poster that he made, and it looks fucking phenomenal. I just don't want them to do this movie. I don't want any. I mean, it's essentially going to be a circle.
I'm not a fan of Zendaya, so.
I don't mind Zendaya. I put the link in the chat.
As Mary
I got nothing
Jane.
against her.
No. She's already as Mary Jane, but like I don't think she's a very good actress. So
I've only seen her in
I'm not like a
Spider-Man.
fan of her like picking up all kinds of weird roles. She'll be like the next Taylor Kitsch, whatever the fuck.
Well, she made that movie with John David Washington during the pandemic that I probably want to see. I haven't seen
What's
that
that
Euphoria
HBO show? What's that
Euphoria,
HBO show
yeah.
she's
I haven't
in?
seen that. I hear she's good in that. I just have no reason to watch it. It's like a druggy show.
Right, exactly.
Is
I'm not a
this
big
the
druggy
link?
show. Huh?
Hang on.
The link is the Instagram
Oh,
link.
Kill Bride.
Yeah. Again, I think the
Yeah,
way
I
that
don't know,
movie
man.
ended, I think is fine. Again, I don't want a Terminator 2 scenario like we got with the Matrix and all this other shit. You don't need to continue this. And how many movies does Quentin have left? 2 or 1?
I think 1.
One
According to
for
him, anyway.
one, and second, this already gives away everything. The thing about Kill Bill was we didn't know anything, and it was
Right.
like unleashing it like threads.
Yeah.
Like this poster already gives everything away. Like there's nothing.
Well,
to,
even
like,
without the poster, what are you going to do that's different than what we just went through with
well,
those
I
two
don't even
movies?
care. Like, so yeah, so she grows up and like gets pissed off. Like, what, she gonna become a ninja? She gonna do like Beatrice kind of shit? Like the whole arc of that woman becoming like who she was and how skilled she was. I don't. What, are you gonna like mimic it? I don't know.
That's
man.
what I'm saying. There's nothing you. I mean, maybe,
Yeah,
I mean,
it would
if
be
anybody
really
could
cute.
do it, it'd be Quentin. But I don't think Quentin's going to spend time doing
No,
this.
hell no, no.
He already
he's-
knows the story of how
Yeah.
of what happens is out there, so it's done. You know.
It had a perfect ending, dude. The
Right,
fucking
yeah.
steps to death. Like,
I mean,
that-
it's good to
kill fucking
do this,
Bill.
like,
you know, like
fan art stuff, but I don't think they're going to do anything serious with it. I hope to God, because again, anything you do, I don't think rewards those other 2 movies. It's
dude.
not gonna
Honestly, I'd rather
it better.
see Tarantino make a Star Trek movie.
which will never happen.
I know it'll never fucking happen. But
Ever
it,
happen.
Yeah, all right. At this point, I fucking am on board with that. It's probably never fucking happening, but
I would love it to
it
happen.
would be amazing.
I'd be tap
dude.
dancing on the
Like,
ceiling if it happened, but
yeah,
I don't think it would
fucking
ever
awesome.
happen. It would never happen.
God, can you imagine though?
Oh,
Like,
Jesus, it'd be
oh
great.
my God,
It'd be the first of its kind.
it would be
Yeah.
so awesome.
If
You
his
don't-
idea ever makes it to screen, it'll be so watered down. He'll be lucky to get a story by Kubrick.
Right. Paramount's not going to
But
let
that
him.
wouldn't be Tarantino. He would drop out.
Yeah, that's why I don't think it will ever happen. You are correct, and that's why I don't think it will ever
Tarantino
happen.
won't do a movie unless he
Yeah.
has full control.
Yeah, I agree with Greg.
If a studio steps in on his movie, he's out. And
He
that
would
dude
ra-
has no
I-
qualms about it either.
I would rather him make his own sci-fi movie.
I'm down with that too.
Just he hasn't done a sci-fi movie yet.
Well,
Just do your own sci-fi.
He
movie.
almost did. He like the goddamn shit he did with Rodriguez at one time was pretty close. They both collaborated on each other's shit.
Which one?
Which one?
Planet Terror. You're talking about?
Yeah. That's,
Because he only did Death Proof. He kind of
no,
like.
I know, but they both like played around with each other while they were filming each other's shit.
They played around with each other?
Yeah, with their smooth.
I don't remember
shafts,
seeing
bro.
that.
With their
that
smooth.
was the
shafts.
director's cut right there. That's more Planet Terror. That was kind of like horror. I want him to do like a fucking space.
Yeah,
you know,
that'd be cool.
Some
Yeah,
kind
dude,
of.
I'm down, man. I think maybe his last movie should be. He's gone in the past. He's been in the fucking renaissance of like the 80s and 70s and shit. He needs to like now move to the future and do like a sci-fi fucking retro fuck.
And I
that
think
would be
he-
fucking amazing, man.
I think he leans towards Star Trek more not because he's just a Star Trek fan, but as opposed to Star Wars, Star Trek is based on dialogue, interaction, then pew 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 pew. It's not really.
Oh yeah,
that.
hell yeah, it is.
So he lends more to that sort of thing. That's probably
yeah.
why he leans towards Star Trek, because it's Kirk talking to Khan on the teleprompter, the Battle of Wits, where he would eat that up in a
Yes.
dialogue thing more than a Star Wars thing where it's spectacle and ships
no, not
and
Star
shit.
Wars, man.
I just
Star
have a
Trek.
hard time seeing him doing something that's not an original property.
Right.
Doing
Nothing
something-
He almost
does-
did. He almost did Casino Royale. Remember that? He almost did that, and they,
Wait,
they
I
stole his
just wanna-
idea.
True, he did want to do. He wanted to do James Bond. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I just
Fucking
want to
did
drop
Casino Royale.
that he doesn't do original properties. He rips every motherfucking thing off. Like
Correct,
so,
but he is not doing another. An already established
Technically, the
property.
only movie
he
he's
even
ever
rips off
done.
their music.
Technically, the only movie he's done a sequel to is Django. Django's the only sequel I can think of. I mean, I know what you're saying, where he does like odes to all other old movies, but Django is from a universe of Django. There's Django movies. Every other movie he's done isn't connected to anything as much as Django is. I'm trying to think if Jackie Brown is. Not really.
Well, they're all connected with the goddamn cigarette pack. So-
Oh no, I'm talking about like movies before he existed. Like Django came out in 1970, whatever the fuck. with the guy who the actual Django is in Django.
I know. Yeah.
Which is
D
cool.
It's not an already established franchise, for the most part.
Right. I'm thinking when you said that he doesn't do established properties, I was like, what's funny? I just thought to myself, I was like, Django's probably the only movie that's based on an original franchise that he did.
Aram
that he jumped on. Like Inglourious Bastards is not. Well, there wasn't a Inglourious Bastards movie, so maybe that one as well. But I think that movie was completely different. Had like nothing to do.
Yeah, it was totally different, right?
Yeah. So
I don't know, man. He's got one movie left. I hope it's sci-fi.
Is it two movies or one movie?
One movie, but I don't buy that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one, but I don't buy it.
I hope it's sci-fi. I mean, the last movie he did was pretty weak. So.
Because if he does a sci-fi movie, his collection, it just helps his collection because you're gonna have a lot
It'll
of
be full on fucking like drive-in, So that's what he's pretty much like mimicking is a drive-in theater experience.
Who do you think is the next Tarantino-y filmmaker?
I don't.
Because I don't think there's a lot of them
like him, man.
Who was a writer-director that is got their own? I guess no one doesn't really write. His brother writes.
He's the only one that like plagiarizes retcon shit, or not retcon. Plagiarizes classics. Like I don't know.
Plagiarize. I think you mean. I look at more.
No. He straight up plagiarizes, dude.
What is he plagiarizing? Is like they say the exact same word and that's plagiarizing.
There are several fucking scenes in every single movie, and several songs and music soundtracks in every single movie that he literally rips off from the shit he's thinking of.
I'm looking more of it as an ode.
I'm not even talking like he doesn't like recreate it. He rips the shit right the fuck off. Like. You can go to the original freaking movie that he's doing the homage to, and it's the same music, same scene, and he doesn't give any credit to those scenes, or that music. So he's literally plagiarizing it. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. Yes, it's Quentin Tarantino. He's doing his thing, but he's still like plagiarizing other artists.
Just look at the movie Swingers.
Hello?
Yeah.
Are you guys there?
I said, look at the movie Swingers, and I think they talk about that. Remember Swingers? It talks about how like Quentin Tarantino rips off Scorsese and shit.
Yeah, dude. Like,
totally.
The soundtracks, you can't tell the difference between his and the originals that he's homaging. Like he's quite literally using the same music.
I mean, we talked about Kill Bill, since we're talking about that.
Yeah, Kill Bill is a huge freaking ripoff from a lot of shit.
Lady Snowblood and all those other movies. Do we lose DJ? Is DJ still there?
I'm still here.
Oh, yeah, okay. I feel like everybody just fell off the face of the planet for a second there. All right, good.
Maybe to answer DJ's question, maybe the Safdie brothers, but they're not the same kind of genre.
I mean, I
don't think you have anybody that's like the same kind of genre that Tarantino is.
I don't think anybody's going to be.
I don't think anybody's trying to even be like that. A lot of people are looking more toward being like Kubrickian. It seems like Nolan wants to be Kubrick, and Sam, what's his name? Esmail wants to be Kubrick, and like. Yeah. A lot of these guys are trying to be more, at least the ones I've seen, are trying to be. I almost say
I don't think you have anybody that kind of equates to Tarantino, although everybody tried in the in the 90s, late 90s.
Yeah. I mean, I almost said Christopher McQuarrie, but Christopher McQuarrie is kind of now caught up in action films. But he, I think, is a excellent writer. He's essentially Hollywood's script doctor for like.
You want to hear some crazy fucking trippy shit, man? I feel like Christopher Nolan tried to do some Tarantino shit with Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie might be the one I'm thinking of. Guy Ritchie is a very Tarantino-y thing.
And then found his own path, and kind of like went away from it. But I think he started off that way, trying to mimic.
Oh, with Memento and
with Memento, like because Pulp Fiction and like Reservoir Dogs, they all run in weird timelines.
I think the only difference is that Nolan's movies, even following, which I just saw recently, they're not as stylized. He's not doing it for style, Tarantino does it like he wants everything to be cool and that's the like
Oh no,
witty.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I think that he was actually trying to mimic him in like technique, and then kind of like along the way found his own shit. But that's the closest I can think of to anybody actually making a Tarantino-like movie, like besides Tarantino, obviously.
I would probably put Guy Ritchie there. Probably because it's Snatch and Lock, Stock,
Depends.
and Rock and Roll. Even Gentleman is very Tarantino.
Rock and Roll is a fucking unsung movie.
Yeah, that's another movie I watched where I was like, I didn't like this, and I watched it again. I was like, wait, I'm dumb. This movie's good. This movie's really good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What the hell is his name? The guy that did Tom Hardy's movie. The guy he does Stephen Knight. I think if he were to do other stuff, though, he did Serenity, which baffles my mind. The guy who did Locke and Taboo and fucking Peaky Blinders did that horror. I don't know if am I the only one that saw Serenity? Not the spaceship one, the Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway one. Did you see that
dude,
one?
I was literally about to go like ape shit. Like what?
Yeah. No.
You're gonna like bitch about Firefly? Dude?
No. There's another one that came out. I think it was last year or 2 years ago called Serenity. And I don't want to spoil what the twist is of that movie, but it's one of the dumbest fucking movies of all time. And it's made by this guy who, again, his record is like all Tom Hardy shit. Locked, fucking Peaky Blinders, fucking Taboo, which is a show I wish they would have made a second.
Taboo was great.
Danny,
yeah. But I mean, even that's not the same. It's not the same vein as Tarantino. So.
No, but I think if you were to, his Peaky Blinders stuff feels very Tarantino. Well, it feels kind of Guy Ritchie-y. I don't know if you've seen Peaky Blinders, but it's like it's very gangstery twists and turns. Who's shit, Pulp Fiction-y, I would say.
I just want to point everybody's attention to Aram.
What happened? He's dead.
Falling asleep.
No, he's having a conversation that doesn't involve us.
Oh, okay.
Or he doesn't know he's on mute. One, two.
Hold on.
There he is.
I'm not on mute, man. It's my friends are calling me from another chat.
Got you.
What are they calling you?
I don't know, man. They it's funny because I muted with them so I could talk to you, and then I muted with you, and then I talked to them, and they think that I'm like that I'm on mute for them, but I'm not.
You're in the multiverse right now.
Yeah, they just called me right now, and I'm like, oh shit. But anyway,
those sons of bitches. Well, hey,
I was telling him about the movie that we did last week, the Wasp
Woman.
We should do something next week, man. What do you think, Greg? Are you going to be up for it?
What's that? What's happening?
You want to do a commentary?
I
next
definitely
week.
want to do another movie. That was fun.
I want to, but I cannot commit at this moment.
Oh yeah, you're in Florida now, right?
Yes.
But his thing is he doesn't know if his diapers can hold up for that long.
Exactly.
He might have to like sit on the toilet, and then videos out.
You got that. You got it right, William.
You got it right on the button.
You got my number.
You got my number. You got my number. Don't do it.
There goes
Hold on for a second.
Aram's out.
Hold on, I'll be right back. But you guys, hold on.
No, man, I'm gonna. Fuck.
Oh, tomorrow's a trailer for the new
Nick.
Jamie Foxx movie,
I'm
by
back.
the way, with
right.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, called Project Power. You'll see the trailer tomorrow.
Okay.
Right.
It's based on the for the premise sounds like, I don't know, me and Will are probably the only ones watching Stargirl, but in Stargirl there's a character named Our Man who he flips a thing over and he has like super strength for an hour or whatever. In this movie, Jamie Foxx and Joseph Gordon-Levitt and this other girl, they take a pill and they have ultimate power for 5 minutes.
I've seen it. It's called Limitless or whatever.
That,
Yeah, Limitless. Fuck that.
I saw that movie already, man.
Yo, man, I'm gonna
Is that
cut
movie
the
on
stream.
anybody's worst movies or what?
You didn't like Limitless, huh?
I thought it was fun.
I like
It's
the
dated as hell, though.
movie.
Either way.
I like the movie Limitless, not the show.
Do you know Bradley Cooper was on the
That's what we're
show?
talking about.
Yeah, he was for a
He made a little
millisecond.
cameo on the
Yeah.
show before.
Yeah,
I think he was
saw that.
producing it.
Oh, there was a show based on the movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Hey, you're right. He was producing it.
Bradley Cooper set it up as like he was.
It's a sequel,
like,
essentially, because his
this
character
guy-
is still on
Yeah.
the show as the same guy.
He was
He's like a
given
senator or
this
something.
new character like the pills.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna cut the show right now, but
Okay.
I just want to throw out an honorable mention, man, for you guys to check out, man. Netflix, The Old Guard with
I saw
Charlize
it.
Theron.
I saw that in
Good.
Greyhound. Did you see
Is it
Greyhound?
good?
It's
No, it's
pretty,
Greyhound,
it's pretty
good.
awesome, man.
Is she
actually.
Greyhound has no plot development, but it's really good because it's just the war. There's no like you don't learn about. I don't even know any other characters' names other than Tom Hanks, and there's like 30 of them.
Which one's that one?
Fucking
Greyhound.
Tom Hanks.
I just call him Tom Hanks because there is no. You know how you have a war movie where like in the parts where there's no war, you kind of like start learning about characters and shit. There's none of that. It's just the battle the entire
Straight
2
battle.
hours.
Dude, Greg, did
Yeah.
you just flush?
Old Guard was okay. I think
What?
I hear it's very accurate to the comic book. I can't wait for the sequel because it's
But Charlize Theron's in it, right?
it's Charlize Theron. She's the greatest
But
female
is she-
action heroine
is
of our
she-
generation.
Is she
Dude,
naked
The
in it?
Old Guard, man.
She's not
she
naked?
does some cool
She's
shit.
Well, then fuck it. I'm not gonna watch that shit.
Oh, you
Oh,
can't.
dude, it's super fun.
I heard it was good though. I heard it was good.
It's
I watched
super
it.
fun.
It's fine. It's fine.
There's some good
Aram's
moments.
so
man.
definitive.
God damn it.
That girl,
Highlander.
the girl in it, not Charlize, but the other girl. She's
yeah,
really
the
good.
newbie.
She's really good. Good actress.
Yeah,
She-
she's super good. Man.
They could put her in some. They could cast her in some stuff. I hope because she's.
It's a
impressed
fun
me.
fucking movie, man. Like I don't understand why everybody's like dogging.
No,
it.
it's not. It's not. I didn't hear
No,
anything negative
not you,
about it.
DJ, but Aram.
He
Which
hasn't
one?
seen it.
No, I've never seen it.
He wants to see Charlize naked. If he can't see Charlize naked, he
Yeah.
doesn't care. He made his
Yeah, but
points clear.
I was kidding. I was kidding.
He wasn't kidding. You're
I'll
canceled.
watch it. I heard it was good.
Do you have a
I
thing with
heard it was good.
like amputees, like Furiosa?
Oh, Furiosa. First off, again, I task you to name me a better action heroine in the last 20 years than Charlize Theron.
Dude, she's great, man. And you can tell in this movie, like she's got the martial arts down.
Down.
She's kind of like
it's
the
almost
Keanu
like it's second
Reeves.
nature to her.
Yeah.
Like-
You can, but you can tell she owns it. Like,
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
you can see like confidence in the movie.
And she's not even.
so.
That's the only thing I didn't like is you can tell she's not 100%. Like Atomic Blonde, she was all in.
Yeah.
And this one,
Yeah.
she kind of. Old Guard, you can kind of tell she's kind of this kind of. It might just
Well,
be the
I don't know.
character.
I think it was kind of the character. Like,
Yeah, it's just
yeah,
very
it
laid
was the
back and
character.
not
Dude.
super. You know.
DJ, you
Yes.
said about the last 20 years.
Who?
Hey, how about Brie Larson?
Oh,
Captain
you got
Marvel?
me. I
Get
can't say
outta
anything
here.
because
don't
you got me.
know
But
what
this
you're
is
talking
checkmate.
about.
Because if I say anything bad about Brie Larson, I'm canceled. I can't say
exactly.
anything bad about it. I got it. She's great. Brie Larson, you're
The fact that
fantastic.
Aram even mentioned her name, he's canceled.
Greg, you're
now.
canceled. You can't say anything bad about Brie Larson. You can't.
Look, check it out.
You
Well,
can't say
I know you're about
Oh,
to
I-
leave, but
instantly
that,
I'm trying to defend
that
her.
link right there says the 27 badass female characters in film. Charlize Theron's number 2 to Brie
He's
Larson.
number one.
Wait. I just want to show
Brie Larson.
everybody something.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry, Brie Larson. You're number one. Please don't cancel. Please.
Too late.
Oh, you know they have some other ones. You know, like Domino.
Who?
They have Kick Ass.
Kick-Ass. Oh, Hit Girl? No, she's done
Yeah,
one
Hit Girl.
movie that she's a badass.
Look,
One.
there's Brie Larson's ass. If
No,
you can kick
canceled.
someone in the face, your glutes will be bigger than that.
No, I'm straight. I mean, the trifecta that Charlize is working with, Furiosa by herself makes her number one. Then you got Atomic Blonde on top of that. Then you got this shit. You can throw an Ion Flux if you want to.
Look, man, Brie Larson brought this on herself, man. That's all I gotta say. Like, no
Yeah,
one
but
would be-
how? All she did was sign on to act in the movie, and everybody said she brought it on herself.
You know,
Oh,
And everybody
no,
said
no,
that.
no,
Guess,
no, no.
guess who everybody
Greg,
said should have played the character? Charlize Theron.
Greg,
She's
whenever you
spoke
talk
some
to her,
shit.
Greg, if you talk to Brie
Whoa.
Larson, all she hears is that teacher that goes wah 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 because she doesn't hear white men.
Aram, you're right. You're right. You're right
Okay,
on the edge.
okay.
You're right
That's
on
what she
the
said.
edge.
That's what she said.
Yes, you're right on the edge, buddy. Be careful. You're
Is that a
tipping over
quote?
the
That's
edge
a
there.
Yeah, she said that.
He said that. It's tattooed on her wrist. Don't listen to white people. It says right
Yeah,
there.
she said if she has to listen to one more white man say something about I don't even know. She wrote. She
Oh,
said
dude, she
It
went
was critics
off,
because
man.
of
Yeah,
the.
it
I'm
was
tired
like-
of the white men criticizing or
So
whatever.
it was another
okay.
example of like someone.
Brie
like-
Larson, you're canceled. I'm canceling Brie Larson.
Oh, you
I don't
can't
care
do
who
that. You're
says
canceled
that.
for canceling.
You
You're canceled for
can't-
canceling. You're canceled for
you can't have an
Uh,
opinion
can't
at
have
all.
an
It's another
opinion, buddy.
example of
You're
another
sorry, buddy.
person
You're out.
like having a
I don't give a shit what she says. She's just trying to get
careful,
everybody
Greg.
else.
Be careful. They're gonna come for you. They're gonna come for you with a net. Be careful, bro.
That's not Brie Larson. That ass is too.
Said that
You're gonna be going to your
stage.
mailbox. And you're gonna hit in the neck with a blow dart, and you're gonna wake up in a fucking ditch in Sarajevo. Be careful, bro.
Remember that long hook in the stage? They grab you off.
Sandman's gonna start dancing around and hook your ass off the stage.
That's who came for Wes earlier. That's who I was saying was coming for Wes earlier.
What happened to Greg? Oh, Greg, we won't see him no more.
Dude, I love Cable Guy. I love that movie. You guys don't like that Cable Guy?
Cable Guy's it's a very dark movie, by the way.
Yeah.
I love Cable Guy.
I liked it a lot, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
That music comes from Star Trek, by the way. That's not from Cable Guy stole it from Star Trek.
I heard that it was such a bad movie that when I saw it, I guess my expectations were so low, but I still enjoyed it. Cable
Matthew
Guy.
Broderick
It was just from somebody who didn't get it.
Yeah.
Personally, but
Small fact, Matthew Broderick killed a man.
Feeling this out and getting to talk with a lot of really brilliant
With Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing.
Here it
Killed
is.
a man.
Yeah, I heard Brie Larson. They didn't like her in MCU at all. The cast of Endgame, they just did not like her at all.
Really?
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, like she
That's gonna
did
make
not.
it interesting.
Yeah, she did not.
I'm recording. Yeah, I'm recording.
well with that.
All I hear is that they wanted Charlize Theron, and Charlize Theron said that never happened, which pisses me off because, like, why don't you want to cast Charlize Theron?
And Charlotte Theron also for Wonder Woman, and then but they said they wanted to. No, they'd be like Wonder Woman. She's like great, but no, her mother. She's like her mother. Fuck that.
Yeah.
She was gonna be she was gonna be casted as her Wonder
Connie
Woman's
Nielsen
mother.
got the part. Yeah. That she would have been great, but she's
That would have been a
right.
total waste of her. That would have been
a waste of Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
You get any older B actress for that. Yeah.
Make her be. I wanted to be Abigail Brandon in the X-Men reboot. That'd be awesome. Speaking of Brie Larson was a part of Sword, and Sword was run by Abigail Brand. But I don't know if Charlize Theron's going to do that shit. I don't even know if they're going to do that shit at all. But she says that nobody from the MCU has ever contacted her, which pisses me off because I'm like,
Dude,
why? Why not?
I gotta say, I like Theron doing her own thing. Like I really like the old guard. I like her own bullshit, dude. Like she was in Mad Max. Like
yeah.
And then they kicked her off of that shit, which pisses me off.
Yeah, she wasn't in those kind of franchise movies. Like, I mean, she did that superhero movie a long time ago with Will Smith, right? Remember?
Yeah,
fucking Hancock. Yeah.
Hancock was fucking great. Dude.
Another action movie she's done. She's done more action movies than any woman. Like closest to Scarlett Johansson.
Was Will Smith fucking Theron and Hancock?
But the best movie that Charlize Theron's in is Eon Flux. I think that's the best movie.
Now you're canceling yourself. You're
Was that on your list?
Just walking into cancel territory.
You know what? That should have made the list.
Somehow it's canceled. It's not sexist or anything. It's just weird.
That wasn't in any of your lists. Eon Flux
with the grass that can kill you. Stay out. Keep off the grass. That's all I remember.
That was one of the worst
What about
movies.
the hand feet?
The hand feet woman.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
That movie's bad. That movie's rough.
That should have been.
I mean,
top
I
10.
never liked the cartoon, so I was already out. So I was like,
yeah.
the cartoon's stupid. So
The cartoon was weird.
Yeah, man.
I saw when it came out on DVD, and that was the last time I saw it.
In the cartoon, she dies every episode, so they couldn't do that.
She kind of it alludes that she does kind of like get killed in pretty much almost every one of them. I think there's some that she survived, but it was very weird, very European. Yeah, very European, very the style of the drawings and stuff.
She was
She's
a clone
that has memories from before the
I'm done.
civilization.
Clones? No, I'm out.
It's actually a really good fucking story, man. Like she
Yeah.
is one of the
Maximum
original
clone
Yeah,
is
it's
what
no good
ruined
on
clones for
clones.
me. Attack of the Clones ruined clones for me.
Really? That.
Sorry,
So
blame
no
George
6th
Lucas.
day for you. No 6th day for you, huh?
6th Day. Oh God, 6th Day. Fuck off. No. Another bad clone movie. What is a good clone movie? Gotta be one. It's got to be a good clone movie. I'm missing for some reason.
Let me see. Oh, Rise of Skywalker.
Oh fuck you son of
Just
a bitch.
kidding.
You
Just
son
kidding.
of a bitch. God damn.
Just kidding. That
Son
movie
of
is
a
garbage.
bitch.
We all know that.
No, Paul Rudd has that one on Netflix.
Those
I haven't seen the
clones are
show. He's a
bitches.
clone. But I haven't seen it.
Okay.
All right, you bastards. I gotta
All right,
kill the
man.
stream, man. Gotta get up at the crack of dawn and shoot like 8 million shows. And do my taxes. Are you guys ready to do your taxes? Because
Yeah, I gotta pay.
I'm waiting for. I got my state return. I'm waiting for my federal return.
I'm just saying, tomorrow's the date. So.
Yeah, I did it before coronavirus, so it was before the delay. I was able to delay it or whatever, so I'm done with it.
I would just want to shortly plug an episode of Simplistic Reviews podcast, guest starring Greg Cafaro of the Miscast Miscreants Network. It's live on network right now. You can hear Greg do his Mission Impossible voice. Go ahead, do your great Mission Impossible voice, Greg. Go ahead.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to watch our Simplistic Reviews podcast. Listen, not watch. What the fuck?
Listen, watch, whatever. Do whatever.
Yeah, just do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it now.
No, or you can call me Greg Safaro as your buddy Matt.
Matt's bad with names.
Yeah, even though I know he asked me one day, he's like, "How do you pronounce your last name?" I was like, Cafaro.
He's also he's bad at remembering too, so it's very bad.
I'm Greg Cafaro.
That's it. I had to say to him like cufflinks, and arrow, like bow and arrow.
You're, again, he's in one ear, out the
other. In one ear and out the Cafaro.
Which movie are you doing tomorrow?
Say what?
Which movie are you doing tomorrow?
Me? We're doing a regular show tomorrow.
Oh.
Listen,
usually regular show doesn't have like you watching a movie?
No. We do a regular show and then we do a commentary and whenever the hell the 15th.
Okay.
Or the first, sorry.
Yeah, so give the show a watch. DJ, thank you very much for having me on. It was a good time.
It was great. We talked shit. We had Will on one episode. Will, what the hell episode was that you were on? And
we were doing Superman stuff or something.
Oh man, Will checks out with the Superman stuff, right?
No, I'm not even kidding. There was like a skit in the beginning with like the Daily Planet or some shit.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I think the skit was Superman keeps thinking that Lex Luthor is doing evil things, but all the evil things are what Trump has done. That was the sketch. And Lex Luthor's like, I didn't do that. That wasn't.
Is Lex Luthor going to be a guest on Hans Gruber's Whiskey with the Bad Guys?
I would not. I cannot confirm nor deny the guest list of the bad guys in bars drinking bourbon. I'm not going to. I cannot confirm nor deny.
All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. Aram, you're the shit. Stop fucking cutting in and out, though. God damn it, you're fucking up my shit.
Sorry, man.
You're trying to multitask a little too much.
Just put up a fucking card that says I'm not going to be here for a minute. That way, the screen doesn't go insane.
Out to lunch.
Hey, out to lunch. That's a good one.
That's it. Please do not disturb.
Do not disturb.
Mr. Tibbs, always a pleasure. Greg,
you're canceled. Everyone's canceled. Have a good day.
I hope that you have enough toilet paper for the length of time you've been on the toilet.
Sure.
I stole your stash. That's all.
Those sons of bitches.
Yeah. Welcome back, Greg. Okay.
Everybody in the chat. Wes, happy birthday, you bastard, you old fuck. Leatherface, always a pleasure to see you. Aisha, always a pleasure. Lewis, you're a bad boy. I don't know you, Jesse, but hello.
What?
Jesse Mendez. I think I do know you.
You don't know Jesse. You're canceled. You're right there.
Cancel culture.
Cancel.
I do know you. Everybody else, I'm not gonna go through the damn chat. You're all fucking epic. Be good. Stay safe. Be excellent to each other, and watch a lot of goddamn movies. Until the next time, peace.
Cancel.